we're going. We are good.
So we come back once again to a long-awaited Tuesday night Tomb of Annihilation D&D edition, and we are delving deep back into the Tomb of Annihilation itself. We're getting towards the sort of the pinnacle of the story, but so far the group has sort of been pretty much working well together, and some things have happened recently. And if you were watching the last stream of probably about a month ago now, because we had a sort of a smaller campaign in the middle of that, then you would have probably remembered that there was a fight that broke out with a couple of slards that were in a room. There was a bunch of darkness that came over the room.
Darkness.
And as the darkness was starting to clear, you viewers would have noticed that one of the party members went missing. But as the darkness has not yet fallen, the party would not know about that. So we're going to quickly kick right into it. But just before that, we'll just quickly roll around to some of our partners and sponsors that have been with us since the start of the stream, and it's a good time to shout them out. So, Chris, you want to go first?
All right. So one of our long-term sponsors, miniaturehub.com.au, fabulous Australian company, supplies all your D&D needs, whether it be virtually or physically. They are still working through all these COVID times, so even if you're in Victoria, you still can get shipping from them. So make sure you hit up their website, miniaturehub.com.au. Use the code Doggos, Doggos, save yourself 10%, stack on their $10 flat rate shipping, and the fact that you can use Afterpay, so you can spend big and it doesn't even feel like it.
Don't hit my camera.
Jump on their website, check them out. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay. So along with that, does anyone else they want to speak about tonight?
Yeah, just real quick, Sirenscape, as always, is a great DM's tool for getting quick and easy atmosphere and music in your game. Go check them out. It's free to use. There's like 30 free packs to try. Go check it out, sirenscape.com.
Awesome. And I reckon the last but not least, we'll go Sam the Dice Smith himself. What's going on, Sam?
So the Dice Smith, as many of you are aware, it has been a long-running sponsor pretty much since day one. The Dice Smith, we have everything you need for your tabletop RPG games. We have acrylic dice and metal dice for those of you who are goblin dice hoarders. And we have...
Me.
Yeah, me too. I've got about 30 sitting right next to me. And that's just a small part. And then they've got like dice towers and dice trays, the foldable dice trays, area of effect markers, spell markers, you name it, they've got it. So head over to the website. Free shipping Australia-wide. And if you use the code word Doggos, Doggos, you will get 20% off your order. So it's a great deal. Head over there, support them, support us, and yeah. Check it out.
Let's go.
Awesome. So, just as we were mentioning just before our sort of sponsorship announcements, we'll dig straight into that room. And as the battle winds up and the darkness spell that was there begins to fade, you look around the room and you don't see a sign at all of any of the slards that were around. You see all of your regular contemporaries, but you notice pretty quickly that Dammy is completely missing from the room.
Guys, are we missing one?
But
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think we're good.
No. Where's Tim?
Tim's over there.
I'm behind you, Drask. I'm behind you.
Oh, sorry. I'll let me just move out of the way.
Couldn't squeeze through.
Sorry, I'm a big boy.
It's okay.
Didn't Dami run into the chest?
I've got no idea.
Couldn't see what happened.
Too busy
It
getting
was
my ass beat.
black in there.
I was scared. I ran away.
Dami! And keep like walking around.
Look, it happens. Let's just have a look around, all right?
Did he go in the chest? The coffin? Whatever it was.
I did not see it all.
The salt lines, are they like heavily broken now, like with all the kerfuffling that went on?
Yeah, you can just see like foot drags. Like you can see bits where bodies have gone like sliding across. It's definitely reminiscent of a fight has just been taken place. So the salt lines are definitely broken. Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to try and open the coffin and see if Darby's inside. If he got sucked in.
I'm gonna put my head down the tunnel and go, Dummy! Dummy! He's not in here, guys.
Is
Did
the
you hear
coffin
nothing?
unlocked?
Is the coffin unlocked? You can go up and have a look if you like.
Yeah, I want to try and open it.
All right, cool. Yeah, give us an investigation check.
Ooh, investy boys. Here we go. First roll. That is 22.
Okay, so looking around the outside of the sarcophagus, you notice that arranged along the top of it seem to be 12 painted wooden statuettes depicting grungs.
That's right.
They're all in different little shapes, but generally speaking, it looks just like a little tribe of grungs, stuff that you've come across before. But yeah, that's sort of what the top of it's decorated with. It doesn't look like it's locked, but it is a stone sarcophagus, so you probably have to give it a decent heave to push it off.
Do you want a hand with that, Pax?
Yeah, give me a hand. Let's see if he's
Alright.
sucked in here.
Come over and give him a hand to lift it up.
Okay, let's give us some strength checks.
Okay. Hey, 17.
10.
10. Okay. So as you work together and go to sort of heave it off, you manage to slide it to the side. And as you sort of look on inside there, you see a sort of a varnished clay urn on the inside. It has a lid on it, but it's a little urn that's sitting in there.
I picked the urn up.
Okay, as you pick the urn up, you notice underneath it there's also almost like a little trap door underneath there. That's not big enough for a person, but maybe for some objects
or a grung.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll open. So I open the urn and yell, "Darmy inside!" Look inside. Is he in there?
Okay. As you open the urn, can you please give me a wisdom save?
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me fuck this up. 20.
20?
Yep.
You failed the wisdom save.
Get fucked! Jesus!
Oh, wow. Okay.
20 on a fail.
You have been affected by Otto's irresistible dance.
Oh, great.
The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration.
Oh,
Now,
I don't know how much Pax loves shuffling.
A dancing creature must use all of its movement to dance without leaving its space. It is disadvantaged on dex saves and attack rolls. While attacking, while it's affected by this spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. As an action, a dancing creature can make a wisdom saving throw to actually regain control of itself. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Hang on, so what am I conditioned to?
You basically can only dance in one spot until you break it. And otherwise you've got disadvantage on all your saves and your attacks.
Can't I just keep trying to break it now then?
Oh, you can, but you
dance overwhelms him.
But you are continually dancing. There's nothing bad about dance. Maybe you like
Paxi,
it.
why are you so excited? Did you find something?
I don't know, this jar, I put the lid on before the jar springs everywhere.
Is there anything else in the coffin?
I wouldn't think this is a time to dance, but if you want, I pull out my mandolin and just start playing along while he's dancing. if you want,
Old man dancing.
Play some poker music. Just
That's great. right.
So,
While he's dancing, I'm going to see if there's anything else inside the
so are you going to try and make a roll to break it, or are you just going to keep dancing?
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast resistance on myself first off.
Okay.
Bloody hell. Yeah. So I'm gonna buff myself with a D4.
Okay.
And let's fucking go. Oh, that was 19. That won't do.
All right. And you also take 15 psychic damage.
What?
As
geez.
I see him starting to dance, I'm gonna walk up closer to him, and then I'm gonna just start like banging my thighs. I'm like,
There's like,
yeah,
this really fucking hurts.
Was there anything else in the sarcophagus?
Yeah, inside the sarcophagus underneath, you
Yeah.
also happen to find a potion of supreme healing, or it looks like one, and you find a petrified grung egg.
Ooh,
as well.
Sit on it.
Cool. I'll grab the egg out.
Is it
And
like one of those?
the potion as well. I'll just pull them out.
Is it one of those like 1,000-year-old eggs?
It's definitely been in there for a while. It's petrified, so you could imagine it's quite an old egg.
I'm hoping it has some sort of value.
I only have one old egg.
There's an egg in here. I'm gonna grab it. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the egg.
Don't give it to me unless you want it scrambled.
Yeah, I won't be giving that to you.
So you've got the egg there to you, Tim,
and the potion, yeah,
and the potion. All right. Well, as you grab the egg, a tendril of slime rises from its surface, and the tendril that's coming out the top of the egg transforms into a frog-like head that sort of bobs towards you. A croaking voice sounds out in your mind, and you hear in your mind, "Nang Nang, we'll help you now."
Oh.
Cool. Thanks.
And as that happens, you notice the head just sort of disappear, and you notice the egg isn't cracked at all. It's almost just like a spirit came. It looked like it was coming out of the egg, but it actually wasn't.
Cool. I'm gonna hold on to that.
Did we happen to notice the spiritual egg come through?
You probably would have seen it. Yeah, you would have seen it. Yeah.
What was that?
That was Nang Nang offering to help me. If
Help
he
with
wants
what?
to help, I'm not going to say no.
Why not? Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
The more the better.
Does he have any help for stop dancing like a frog?
Oh, this might work. I just go and bear hug him.
I'm still like jiggling up and down.
I'm not hurting. I just want to constrict him a little, just to stop him from moving.
Let me try.
I'm gonna try and break this dancing thing again.
Okay.
So resistance on myself again. Here we go. That's it's a fucking mod 20. Rolling
You take 11 psychic damage.
Fuck me dead.
I'm going to look at the urn, knowing that he touched it and now started dancing. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it to see if I'm assuming it's got some sort of magical property to it. To see if maybe that makes it safe to touch.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go for you. See how you go with your Dispel Magic roll.
All right. That's my what is it? Modifier. That's what it is.
Yes, I believe it is. Yep. Just a roll.
Okay. So is it roll and then my spellcasting modifier?
It looks like it for each.
I believe,
what is it?
I'm pretty sure I haven't played a spellcaster in a few weeks.
What does it say on the spell? It should say about spell magic.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Yeah.
There you go.
So my spellcasting ability is intelligence, so that is a 22.
22?
Yep.
And as that happens, you notice that the dancing stops.
Oh, thank God. I'm like semi-exhausted now.
Oh, well, That's good. Is there anything in the urn? Is there actually ash in the urn?
I just keep playing my mandolin.
Did you see anything in the urn?
I'll look in the urn again. Dummy!
And you find no traces of Dami on the inside of the urn, and nothing but an echo of your own voice comes back out.
I don't
Maybe
get
he
it.
went back to his.
Like,
Maybe he went back to his own plane of existence.
That doesn't make sense. There's only one exit here. I was in the hole. How did he get past me?
And maybe he done some of that blood shit that he's into. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
You know he likes blood.
I want to have a look for some blood on the ground.
All right, give us an investigation check.
All right. Where's that 20? There it is. Investigate. Fuck. 7.
7.
Mhm.
Even looking around a pretty empty room, you find no traces of any sort of visible types of blood, other than like random bits and pieces where the battle's taken place.
If he did blood magic, there's no blood here. There's salt.
Got no idea where
Lots
he's
and lots
gone.
of this salt.
Well, where did he go? He couldn't have just where did? He's got to be somewhere.
Is there a
Where
secret
did the
entrance?
slides go?
Are they still here? Weren't they invisible?
They were.
I
Got
grabbed my
nothing
whip
to
out.
see it with.
I just start swinging it around.
Well, hang on, Jurassic. You said something about a secret entrance. Maybe he did find a secret. You know how he likes to run off. Maybe he found something.
Yeah, let's all
Possible.
scan
let's
for
look.
something.
And I'm just gonna like check all the walls for like hidden doors, or buttons, or levers, or anything.
Well, you can give me an investigation check as well while you're looking around.
Oh, big rolls, 19.
So as you sort of head around the outsides of the room, you do come to a slight crack in the wall over in this direction. It does resemble the rest of the wall, but the way that it's kind of sitting there, you can tell that the bricks have been moved recently.
Hey guys, I think I found something over here.
Okay.
Whoa, what do you got?
I don't know, and I'm gonna take out. Fuck, what even weapons do I have? I can't even bloody remember.
Not many, if
I
any.
don't have anything. No, just got a sword and shit. Hey, Drask, you had that big axe thing, yeah?
Let me have a look.
I thought Drask only had a whip.
I thought you had that big axe mace thing. You had that big mace thing, yeah? Just
I have
take
a
a swing at the
mace.
wall with it.
But I don't want to break it. You swing
Here,
your mace. You have a sword. Swing that at the wall.
If you want to try something, here, take this. And I pull a scimitar out from behind my cloak, which I have not been able to use. I have no use for this. Can this help?
I don't know if it's strong enough, but I'll try. I'll take a.
Go on, just give it a go.
What I'll do is I'll get the scimitar and I'll like shove it in between like the bricks that I can find and try and like pry them loose using the scimitar.
Okay. So as you sort of do that, give me a nature check to see if you can actually wedge it through and find a decent path. Yep.
Oh, big rolls. Mod 20.
All right, so you manage to sort of wedge your scimitar through, and as you sort of pull on it, you sort of get the wedge. You notice that the bricks, they start sort of tumbling out towards you as you sort of lever off the wall. And behind there, you notice it starts to open up to a pretty dark, because there's no lights in there, corridor, covered in spider webs and whatever else you'd expect.
Which one of you guys has got light?
I cast light on.
Can you chuck it on the scimitar?
Yeah, I go up to his scimitar and cast light on the tip of it.
And then I just lob the scimitar down the hallway. I don't need it.
So you see the scimitar go down the hallway, and you notice that there's another wall at the other end of the hallway, probably about sort of 20, 30 feet down. It doesn't seem very long, but the hallway seemed to open up somewhere in the middle as well.
Ooh.
What do you see?
There's just a long hallway, but it seems to get bigger in the middle. So, you
Go
guys,
have a look. Run
fuck
down.
it. I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna like climb through and just like start looking around.
Be careful.
All right, I'll put you in there.
No,
I guess that's the way to go.
Animals in there.
Right, we're all
dark in
going.
here,
We're all
guys.
going.
Before we climb through, I'm gonna try and request the aid of my deity and do divine intervention.
Okay.
So I need to roll
Oh.
11 or below. So I need to
Okay.
roll my cleric level
Okay.
or below. Nope.
Intervention failed.
Very much so.
It's tough, man.
Back to the
Tough to get
alcohol.
that.
I'll climb through now. Now that that's failed.
Okay.
One day it'll work. One day.
Let's move in.
Yeah.
Exodore.
I'll follow through when I can.
Tim wants to be through. All right. Tim. Boop. All right. You guys are all through. All right. So as you get into this sort of old corridor, there's just ancient cobwebs in here. Just these cobwebs are it's like thick as thieves. There's like so many cobwebs and spiders that they're all tiny spiders, but they're not really aggressive or anything. They're just been here for years. There's so many that there's literally piles of dead ones hanging around.
Damn.
Hasn't been traversed by humanoids in must be many centuries.
Jesus.
And within this corridor, with the dim light you've got still from that scimitar sort of down the end of it, you notice that there's a dusty bottle that stands on a table in the middle.
Shotgun not touching it.
Hey guys, there's a bottle here. What does it look like?
So the bottle, the bottle looks pretty like a pretty standard looking bottle. Looks basically like what you'd expect from the 1500s. It's one of those old corked bottles. On the inside of it, you can see some strange sort of almost colorless gassy liquid in there. It's pretty hard to tell what it is.
Hang on, guys. I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Does the bottle give off a magical aura?
The bottle doesn't give off a magical aura, but the contents inside seem to have something magical about them.
There's something magical in that bottle.
Cool, shotgun, and I
cast resistance on him.
Mine. Yoink.
Uh-oh. Wrong campaign, man. It's not the one shot anymore.
I cast resistance on Animal just as he rushes past.
All right, Animal. As you get closer to the bottle, and you can sort of examine the liquid a little bit closer, you notice there's a very tiny looking creature in the bottle that's sort of waving out through that colorless liquid towards you. It's a bit like say the bottle's this big, the things inside the bottle is about that big.
I'm gonna pick it up, hold it up. I'm gonna hold it up at head height and just be like, "The fuck are you?"
Is it dummy?
It's not dummy.
Shake it. No, I'm not gonna shake it.
And you can hear this strange sort of muffled voice. And as on closer inspection, you actually notice it looks almost like it's like a female. But you hear this strange muffled voice speaking a language that you cannot interpret.
Hang on. Hey, Dras, does this look familiar to you? And I just hold it out to Dras, arm's length.
I look. Does it look familiar to me?
Give me a history check.
10.
You'd have no recollection of meeting her before. No.
Look at it. That's that fairy from earlier. The one that was inside the candle chamber thing. The one that Dami released.
The one in the skull?
Yeah. Wait, was it a skull?
Yeah, we went downstairs, there was a golden skull or something. No, it was a skull.
He captured the soul or something like that.
Yeah, then he released her, and I don't know what happened to her after that.
Then they died.
That's her. That's her.
Well,
ask her. Ask him if they're from the skull.
I can't talk to you. Are you the fairy from earlier?
She sort of stops speaking in the language that she thought you were going to be understand, and she switches and starts talking in common instead.
What language was she speaking before?
It's a language from a very long time ago. I don't know if any of you speak Terran.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, I don't.
I don't even think that's an
Isn't
option.
that,
I
isn't
do.
that
It's part of my
Earth-
backstory.
Isn't that Earth Elemental?
It is an Earth Elemental style.
So,
Yep.
so if you spoke primordial, then you would understand it. Yes.
Not necessarily.
Really?
No. This is a particular dialect.
That's right. I
Yes,
don't speak it anyway.
particular dialect. It's like speaking to someone from Melbourne versus from Moe. It's a bit different.
It's a regional dialect.
It's a regional.
Oh, that's accurate.
Fucking truth, mate.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's exactly the difference.
Oh,
So yeah, she begins to speak to you. Hello. I see you've found me after many years. I've been trapped down here. It's been rather boring. I haven't seen a soul in centuries. What brings you down here?
Whoa,
Adventure.
Dummy.
Dami? Who's Dami?
His mate.
Ah, I don't know any of your mates. I've never met you before.
Oi, ask her if someone's run this way.
What are you
Ask him
asking?
how they got in the bottle.
Isn't he holding the bottle?
Yeah, but I'm holding it out at like arm's length so you can like talk to it.
Oh, have you seen anyone run past this way?
No, I haven't seen anybody in centuries. No one has been down here.
Oh, shit.
You want to come on an adventure?
But I know. I'd just rather you release me, please. I've been trapped in this bottle for so long. All I want to do is just be free once again.
Are you
If I
good or
release
are
you-
you?
Of course I'm good. What would you like in return? I can give you whatever you like.
What's
What do you
define
mean?
whatever?
Oh, whatever is in my power that I can help you with. I have my means. I have vast riches on the outside of this temple.
What
that I can bring to
are
you.
you?
Insight check.
You can do an insight check.
I want to do an insight check on this very bitch. 17.
17.
Yeah.
As you do that, you notice that she's telling you, at least her version of the truth.
Hold the bottle close up to my face. I'm like,
I like riches.
what are you?
I'm just merely a trapped soul. I've been here for a long time, and I as you can see, like look at my wrists. I've got sort of endless jewels just on here, and
Why are you here?
She's sort of just been trapped down here, and for centuries I came here with a couple of other groups of travelers and was trying to help get my way through help them with their way through the tomb, and just all of a sudden the lights went out and I was trapped in this bottle and I haven't been able to get out ever since.
Baby, when the lights go
Wanna
out.
come with us? Help us get through this tomb?
I can try, but I'd honestly rather just pay you guys for my freedom if that's possible.
Don't bad things happen to souls around here?
Yes, that I've seen and heard of some various sort of screams and souls traveling through here, but never anybody else. But yes, I certainly would be prepared to offer you whatever I can. I've got sapphires coiled through my braided hair, as you can see. I've got platinum armbands.
Diamonds?
How about this?
I've got.
Throw it out the top of the bottle, and then we'll release you.
Always a negotiator.
Dras,
Maybe.
the problem with that is if they get them out, they're going to be tiny.
That's okay.
Yes, I can return them to a regular size. I believe I'm released.
How do we get you out?
Well, I believe you just uncork me and let me out, but at the moment I have no real idea because I haven't been able to push it open myself. It's like kind of magically locked on top of me.
Look, guys, what's the worst that could happen? It's one of her and four of us.
We should definitely do it.
And I just uncork it.
So before you uncork it, as you go to uncork it, a few of you that have bindings with the gods get overwhelmed with some feelings.
Oh no.
No.
Who's got mower?
I think. Oh fuck! Did I write it down? I think I had mower. Which one was mower?
Did we determine if the black opal crown that I'm
Serpent,
wearing
the
was a
snake.
god?
No, I don't
Nope.
think I have mower.
No,
I have.
Not yet.
Yes, I do have mower. Sorry, I have
Mhm.
mower.
So as you go to twist the top of it, mower advises you not to break into any bargains that could possibly be made with the figure in the jar. Who has Nang Nang?
I just got Nang Nang.
You just got Nang Nang. So
That's
as he's touching the top of it, you get advised by your bargaining god that you should cut deals with her entirely, as long as they only benefit you and her, not anyone else.
Yeah.
So you got to be. So your god's basically wanting you to be greedy about it. Who had Papazotl?
Papazotto.
No one had Papazotl yet.
Best
You.
name in the whole campaign.
I don't think anyone.
Okay. Well, if no one's got Papazotl, that's fine.
Tommy might have had him.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Hmm.
But yes, if you want to let me out, that'd be great. I'd definitely like to repay that if possible.
All right, cool. No worries. And I just uncork it
Yes.
and tip the bottle upside down and shake it a little bit.
All right. So as you do that, you notice it sort of falls out onto the table in front of you, and sort of just in front of your eyes, you notice it's starting to grow outwards and back to a regular sort of size, and just sort of becomes like a humanoid size, and then you notice she just keeps on growing and just ends up filling the room.
Jesus.
Basically can't even move. But then you notice that as she starts to move, her body retakes other formations and is able to continue to sort of maneuver even when she's filling the room up. You notice that as she's doing that, she has no legs and she seems to just be floating in the air, almost as if she's an elemental spirit of her own.
That's a huge bitch.
That is cool as shit.
What you are seeing in front of you is something like this.
That's cool
Hey.
as shit.
So she didn't look like that when she was in the thing, but she's grown out and now that's what she looks like in front of you.
They grow up so fast.
They do.
Cool. Can you show us how to do that?
Can I show you how to do that?
Hey.
Yeah, grew up.
Well, welcome to the land of the breathing
Wow.
again.
That's really impressive.
Oh, thank you. It's been so long since I got out. Was there anything that I can do? Like
You mentioned riches.
Yes,
You said armband or something.
I got some platinum armbands, and I've got like sapphires in my hair.
Yeah,
guys. If anything,
we
we need diamonds for spells.
Well, he needs diamonds. I will happily take the armbands off you. You are quite an impressive figure. I'm a little taken back by
I think this is time to be hitting on someone too.
Here you go. This
thank you.
These armbands, they're some of my prized possessions. I'm more of a queen in my area, but you'll notice that they're sort of engraved with some dueling dragons. They're some of my pets. I hope you enjoy them.
You had dragon pets? That's insane.
Yes, I did. And
what happened to them?
You couldn't happen to get us dragons, could you? Dragons?
No, unfortunately, they're not on this plane.
No.
Not that I've been able to sort of encourage them to come, but I'd like them to come here because it's a much better place than where I live. But the jury's still out on whether I can get them here, so I might try at some other stage. And she's like, "And what? You needed what, diamonds?"
Yeah, I don't mean to be greedy or anything, but if you have any diamonds, so I can bring these idiots back to life if they die.
Well, unfortunately I've only got one diamond on me. It's quite a large diamond, but I've only got one.
One's better than none.
And sort of just right in front of you, she like lifts up her top and pops this large diamond out of her belly button into your hands.
When I grab it, I just give it a little like sniff, like make sure it doesn't smell like belly button. Like,
and it just smells like rock and dirt.
okay, all right. Well, thank you. Very generous. How much is that diamond worth?
That diamond's worth 500 gold pieces.
Fuck yeah, that's a revivify right there.
The platinum armbands are worth 750 gold
And
each if you were
there's
to sell them.
Two of them, yeah.
Yep.
I will add that. Dueling
Do,
dragons. That's cool.
Do you have any, by any chance, do you have any sort of healing potions or magical items or things that just aren't ornate dollar value?
Not exactly. This is kind of all I've got here. I mean, without anything else, I'd kind of have to go out and search for it in the other plane.
That's okay. I just thought I'd ask.
What other plane do you need to go to? Maybe she's from where Demi's from.
I'm from the elemental plane of Earth. I sort of lead the Earth elementals over there and gather them together, and it's sort of, we're one big happy family over there. Generally speaking, it rocks, but not so much. Not so much that you might enjoy it.
That's fair.
Does anyone actually know where
We like to
Demi's
get
from?
stoned as well.
Also fair.
Mm. Mm. Does anyone know where Demi's from? Maybe he is from the Earth
No
elemental
idea
plane.
where Dem is from.
He did say he was from somewhere else.
Is he from like the blood plane or something like that? I don't know. He likes blood a lot.
That's right. He traveled in. And he said he could view our world from another time, and would just pick random places to go. I know it was very confusing listening to him come in.
He didn't know what a door was. That was weird.
He seems like a very interesting person, and
Interesting,
by all means,
to say the least.
I wish you the best in finding him, and I'll be on my way. And good
Before
luck.
you go,
Yes.
do you know how to get out of this tomb or get to the end of this tomb?
No, I haven't quite made it there myself. I kind of just zip in and out as I go. That's what I've been trying to do anyway.
All right.
Wait,
See ya.
how did you get trapped in that?
As I told you before, I was in a room traveling through and learning more about the tomb, and everything faded to black. And I woke up and I was in this bottle. I don't actually remember what happened. I feel like it was an enchantment of some kind.
I want to grab the bottle. Is it still open? Still there?
Yep.
It's not destroyed or anything.
No, not destroyed.
I want to put it on my hand and see if the tip on my hand, see if anything happens.
As you do that, you just see your hand on the inside of the glass bottle.
Okay.
Nothing
No,
seems to
good.
happen.
Well, look, you're welcome. We'll see you
well,
some other time. Maybe.
I'm glad I was able to be of service, and glad you freed me. And until next time. Until next time, when I may see you again, just remember to always sort of reach out and look for me if you come in contact with any other sort of Earth elementals. Let them know that that Queen Keshma Al-Wazir was here, and we are friends. Keshma Al-Wazir.
That is quite a name.
Well, if you tell them that the Queen, that you're friends with the Queen, and you give them my name, they'll certainly believe it, because nobody would have come up with that name on their own.
Al-Mazir. Awesome. Guys, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm feeling like shit.
I feel pretty good, actually.
And I wouldn't mind sitting down for maybe a good hour and just eating some food and regaining some hit points.
Sit down would be nice, actually. Maybe we find somewhere safe.
What are hit points?
Health. I need to heal up a little bit. A little bit worse for wear.
Tend to your wounds. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, maybe we keep moving on, find somewhere to go.
Well,
I thought here seemed pretty safe.
Yeah.
There's spiders everywhere. Why would you want us to rest here for?
Spiders are fine.
Just as it's happening, you do see her starting to sort of cast a spell on herself, and you see sort of like the same sort of colors you'd expect, sort of some sort of world jumping being would be sort of doing, and you see her casting her hands, it all sort of goes white, then green, and all these different colors, and she sort of steps into it, and you see it sort of click together, and at the end, you just see this strange, like sort of like kind of almost like it fuzzes out, and as she disappears, like her spell didn't work as well as you would expect.
Hey,
And
guys.
she's gone, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it worked as well as she would have intended.
That rocked.
That didn't look like it worked properly.
I think she cracked under pressure. Anyway,
So
I
what do you
still think this is a good place to hide.
Having a quick sit down for an hour.
If we must.
Yeah. All right.
Thank God. All right. I'd like to take a short rest.
All
And
right,
use
well,
all
fuck. If
my
we're gonna take a short rest, we'll take a short rest.
and use all my hit dice.
And I will play the Song of Rest.
Ding 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 ding.
Everyone who is using hit dice get an extra D8.
Oh,
Per hit dice or?
Yeah. No, in total, just one extra D8.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So you roll your whatever hit dice you roll, and then you get an extra D8 to roll.
Oh my God. You'll never guess what my first roll was.
1.
Double ones.
Oi!
Fuck me.
Wait. So we roll however many. I'm a bit confused still.
Sorry, you pretty much whatever your normal hit dice are, you roll them as many as you like.
Yeah.
But my Song of Rest gets everyone a D8 to roll on top of any other hit die.
Okay. So we get
So
like a
just
free
once.
hit die.
So say your normal hit dice are D6s, you can roll 3 D6s and then a D8 instead of rolling 5 D6s.
Okay. Cool.
But do you get to roll a D8 every single time?
No,
only once.
Just once.
one.
Got
Just
it.
one.
And we roll that, not you.
No, you guys can roll that.
Cool.
While you guys are short resting, I'm going to quickly do a quick stream break because I have a doggo emergency I've got to solve.
Oh yeah, go.
We'll be right back.
Can't believe I rolled double ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some healing.
All right. Oof.
All right, so you're
Well,
back from
that
the
was a
Have
good
been
sleep.
saved.
back from the end of the end of that short rest, and throughout that short rest, you would have noticed that. Let me quickly get there. That the grung egg that you were holding,
Yes.
Has hatched.
The grung egg, yes.
you would have started to become attuned to its power.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And I'm going to send you what it is. I'll read it out as well anyway. But yeah, so as you sort of got attuned to it, while you're holding it, you can use an action to speak a command word. You need to pick a command word, and you can regain one expended spell slot. If the expended slot was a 4th level or higher, the new slot is a 3rd level. Once you use the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
So it's basically like having an extra, an extra spell slot.
Being with what came with Nang Nang, could I, over the course of that short break, attune to my boots of spider climbing and attune to this pearl of power?
I think there's a limit to how many things you can be attuned to at a
That's
time.
why I was going to say, if I can attune to the spider climbing, slippers of spider climbing, and then I'll attune to the pearl of power and sort of just like swap them.
Pearl of power.
If you're okay with it, otherwise, like
you can attune to 3 items at a time.
I can attune to 4.
4?
Because I'm special.
Because you're special.
Yeah, I'm already attuned to 4. That's what I'm saying. I want to.
And you want to use a long rest to swap one over.
Can I do that in the short rest, or do I need a long rest for that?
That'll be a long rest for this.
All right, cool. I'll just I'll hold on to it. I will attune to it over a long rest then. I'll swap them over.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All right.
I'll just hold on to it for now.
Yeah, so that's what you did notice.
Cool.
But
Cool.
Awesome.
And I don't share that with anyone. I keep that for myself.
Yeah, that's fine. So what do you guys want to do now that you have?
Look, you've had your
done
rest.
that?
We know that going back that way takes us to where Dami is. Do we want to go and wait there for Dami, or do we go back out the other side into?
We need to find Dami.
Who knows
wherever
what
he's
that
gone.
is?
We don't know how long Dami's going to be gone.
I think we
that's
keep
the
going.
problem.
Well, like we need to go find him. I don't want to just. What if we leave him a note? Like, well, if let's say he does come back into that room, like maybe we should leave a note.
What do you think it should say?
Well, there was salt on the ground. Maybe we can write on the ground.
Looking for you. Come find us.
We have blood.
Yeah, in blood. Do it in blood.
No, I didn't have pen or paper, so how about we just write in blood on the floor? That'd be cool.
Well, that'll catch his attention. He's always looking out for blood.
He does love blood, so that makes sense.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, since you came up with the idea, you should write it in blood.
Alright, fine.
He's gonna pass out and die if he does all the blood himself.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine, Pax. What are you talking about?
We should all do a word each.
And I walk back out in that other room.
Guys, come on, let's all do a word each and we'll be fine.
But he's already written it out.
No, he hasn't written anything out.
I guarantee you he has.
He hasn't done shit.
They walk in the room and they find me passed out in a puddle of blood. And I'm stable because I have a periaptive wound closure, so I'm not dead yet.
Pax
this is
fine.
the first time you bailed on someone. Why don't you just help out someone this time?
Nah, he's got it. He's fine.
I'm gonna go into the other room and I'm gonna like slice my index finger over.
I'm gonna help.
I start writing on the floor like, "Hey, Dami, come find us."
I'm gonna do
give me a medicine check as you do that cut to see how precise that is, to see if you've cut too far or too deep.
Probably have cut too deep. Oh, 5.
5.
Oh no!
Thank God I came.
No.
As you sort of slice through your finger to try and get a little bit of blood out of it, you manage to sort of slice down at more of an angle than you expected, and you nick the bone on the way through. So you cut a chunk of skin out that's like basically a little sort of arch shape out of the bottom of your finger. It's a decent meaty part, but you now have plenty of blood to write with. Yes.
God, I come over and try and help bandage it off.
I start getting lightheaded, so I start writing as quickly as possible.
I told you he's got it.
Animal, stop! Let me bandage your damn finger.
Hey, I spelled dummy wrong. I spell it with a B or some shit.
All right, give me a medicine check to see if you're going to have enough blood to actually finish the whole message.
No, I'm going to do the other half of it. So I'm going to stop him at 2 words because he's just bleeding out at this stage.
Oh, that's right.
10.
Animal, stop.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm up to come find us.
Animal, let me finish
It's fine.
it
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let me help.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Start slurring my words. It's fine.
What's actually left on the wall?
Yeah, so what have you actually written so far?
I know.
Attempted to write.
Hey, Dammy. And I've got halfway through the word come, and I've just spotted CUM because I'm running out of blood. And just come find us.
So you end up getting to the end of the message. It looks relatively legible. I'm sure Dummy would be able to take into account about the state you were in when that happened. You are, however, going to take. You'll take 13 slashing damage from yourself from when you actually did that too, with that semi-permanent looking little arch out of your finger, which is going to make it probably hard to be a trigger finger if you ever got a gun.
And as I'm getting lightheaded and about to pass out, I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Sounds good.
Done.
Oh, jeez.
Did he write it all out, or does it look terrible?
Looking at it from sort of a general's perspective, it looks pretty decent. You'd be able to read that as dummy, unless it dries the wrong way or someone comes along and messes it up.
So sorry, what did you write on the ground? Just so I can, if I need to add.
All right. Hey, Dammy, come find us. But I spelled Dammy with a B instead of a D, and I wrote come as CUM because I was running out of blood.
I'll
and the end of S when I wrote come find us, it's just smears across the floor by half a meter because I'm just
I'll pull my hand axe out and I'll just slice across that part of my finger, that way, and I'll write the rest of the message saying it's your pals.
All right, give us a medicine check for that slice.
Yeah, boy.
For precision, slice precision.
Slicing precision. So I nat one it.
As you're incredibly good at precision slicing, you managed to take off the entire tip of your finger. You're now a stumpy boy.
Oh, wow.
Self-inflicted stumpy boy.
You do that? Aren't you missing a hand?
That's the other hand. No, hang on. I got it back when I came back through.
Oh, you did too, yeah.
Thank God.
Stop, you gotta die.
No, I write out the rest of the message. I'll bandage it up.
All right. So as you get that, you manage to get the rest of the message, and you both still conscious. So well done.
Why did you cut your finger off? That was dumb.
That was dummy.
What else?
Good,
Oh god.
Alright.
I jumped back in the hole.
Alright, we better get going.
How'd you go? Did you leave a good message?
Yep, it was great.
Yep.
Let's never speak about it again.
Went as well as you thought it would go.
Did you tell him where we're going to be?
Yes.
Inside check.
Sure.
Deception roll.
Bring it on, bitch.
What's the roll?
No, I only got 15.
17.
Yeah, fucking negatives. Oh, good work, guys. Good work. I mean, if he doesn't know where we are, then, well, how's he going to find us? But no, it's good. All right. Onward!
I rolled that deception check. I rolled a 4. I got 17, and it was 4 plus 13.
Nice.
So,
like I got big modifiers.
Where are you? We're expecting to go now. Like, where are you guys heading?
I'm just
Do you
running
want
to
to
the other
search
wall.
this room?
Pushing through to the other side.
Back through that
Pushing
corridor
through?
out the other side.
Mm.
Yep.
All right.
Well, going to the end and seeing if there's a way through.
Yep.
Oh, teleport me through.
As you get to the other end, it looks. You can see some light on the other side. It seems like it's a very similar bricked-in situation to when you came in from the other side of the room. So you could probably just have to push it down. And then you could probably get in there.
I'm gonna pick up
I
that
will
that's on the ground.
attempt.
That's obviously not light anymore. And I was gonna like hip and shoulder that wall. Give it a good hip and shoulder to knock it in.
All right. Let's see, give us a strength check with your hip and shoulder there, or we can go for something else if you want. If you want to do like I don't know, an acrobatics check if you want to flip into it or something, I don't mind. You can do whatever you like.
Straight strength roll was 17.
Oof.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So as you sort of whack into the side of that
Big buff boy,
wall,
man.
you notice that the wall starts crumbling down in front of you, and you see outside. I'm going to open up. I'll put you in that room.
We're kind.
Where are you, Animal? You notice pretty much straight away that it opens up into a room that's just got slews of bones and things everywhere, a bunch of old urns and things. You see an old wagon that looks like it has a sarcophagus in it. There's a lot of shit going on in here.
Guys, this was a bad idea.
Why is that? Why is it bad?
This whole tomb's a bad
And I
idea.
kind of like trip over some of the bones and walk further into the room. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't think this was a good idea. And I get out of the way so obviously other people can climb through.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm going to start moving people in.
This is not a good idea.
Tim and Paxi.
Hey, that's me.
Where's Paxi?
Has someone got an aura on around them that's like 50 feet and a really faint green or something like that?
I've got like a dull grey one going on.
Yeah, it's Pax.
Fuck.
Pax has it.
Every time I move Pax, it keeps going back to the other spot. There we go. No, it keeps moving back. The fuck?
He's not allowed in there.
Oh no, I've been banned. It's got scan tech.
Every single time I put him there, it's like boop and sends him back.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's got the order
Hey,
around
I'm
him.
in. Oh,
Nah, there's a really big one. It goes all the way out past the very right hand side of the room. It's like a faint green or yellow color.
Oh, I can
Don't
see
know.
that. No, I can actually probably find that. Hang on.
It's either Tim or Drask.
Oh, it could be me actually.
It'll be
Fine.
Tim.
Be me.
I'm good.
No, 'cause if
That
I
help?
move me,
Hold on.
it doesn't move.
Whoop.
Yeah, that was
Ah, there
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
Tim. It's Tim. It's
Yeah.
Tim. Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
everything
now
just
I've got
had
an
like
aura
a.
around me. Hold on.
I thought everything just had this hewish green to it. I didn't realize it was someone.
No, no, it's been Tim the whole time.
I hadn't
green.
even
Fucking hell,
seen
Tim.
it.
Goddamn artificers. Jesus Christ.
There you go. I see the one around Pax, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was my old spirit guardians.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just turn
Ah,
it
cool,
off. Just
that's
make it opaque.
So
You're
as
opaque.
you get into this room, you notice that around the outside there seem to be sort of 6 glass cauldrons that seem to be brimming with humanoid bones lining the walls. At the center of the room, you do see this ancient wagon or chariot that is bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it.
This seems like a trap.
There are paintings on the chariot's body that show a tall bird with a long neck, a sharp beak. On the south wall of this room, you see a big bronze shield that bears the embossed image of a Cholton warrior carrying a spear. And below it, there's an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one."
Yeah.
And you also notice that 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals to either side of the shield. They depict Cholton warriors holding a sword, 2 holding spears, and 1 is missing its face. And there are these stars down here.
So-
These cauldrons you speak of,
Mm-hmm.
is it just bones and no liquid?
It's hard to tell if there's no liquid in there because like bones, there's just so many bones in there.
Yeah.
But there's no visible liquid, but there could be some on the inside of the bones if you went looking.
I want to go like search inside the cauldron, like this one here.
Okay.
Let's see if anything is inside it other than bones.
So if you go up and look inside that sort of cauldron, you notice that it just looks like it's just so full of so many bones. Almost like this has been where they have been disposing of bodies as they've been harvesting souls. It's hard to tell anything else besides that. It's just like a mortuary of the grimmest sort of type.
Okay.
What's this thing over here?
That's the shield on the wall.
I just like to have a look at the shield and see what's on it.
Okay. So if you head over to the shield, you notice that it's hanging from the wall by leather straps, and you can feel there's some kind of magical aura about it as well.
I look at the shield on my back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I turn back around and look at the other people, and if no one's looking at me, I want to grab the shield.
You gonna try to grab the shield?
Yep.
Okay.
Is it huge or is it like normal size?
Oh, actually, I probably should ask that. Yeah, sorry.
It's huge. Like it's like that actual shield is like 10 feet wide. Like it's like the height of the room.
Oh.
Like you could wield it. You could wield it, but you're not gonna be carrying much else. Like it could definitely be wielded.
If it's 10 foot wide, that's a bit fucking awkward. Yeah. No, I'll retract that statement. Sorry, I didn't realize it was that big. I just didn't know if it was actually 10 foot or if it was
the ultimate tank.
It's pretty big. Like it's almost the size of the width of the chariot. So
it's literally moving cover.
Let's go,
okay.
boys.
Well, then,
do the 300.
The tank of the party becomes a literal tank.
I'm gonna get close to the
become
chariot.
hoplites.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'll look at it too with old mate.
So you're having a look at the chariot.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at the chariot, you notice the same sort of things on it. You see the paintings on the chariot's body showing the tall bird with the long sharp beak. There's not a lot else about it besides that. Yeah, it is an ancient chariot. It's very old. You can see it's had a lot of work and craftsmanship put into it. As you do approach the chariot, those with a Nang Nang as a god.
I don't think anyone had. Oh, you had it. Sorry.
I just got Nang Nang.
Mm-hmm. Nang Nang encourages you to grab some treasure from the chariot. Those that have Obalaka, which I'm hoping isn't you as well, probably.
That's me.
Not me.
Obalaka, you get this warning in your mind, warning you that the cauldrons contain the bones of Papa Zottel's most zealous devotees, who even in death might seek to protect him.
What treasures do I see on top of the? Is that the sarcophagus on the chariot?
Yep, that's the sarcophagus on the chariot.
What treasures or things do I see on top of that in the chariot?
You see I actually need to know what this is. I've never heard of one before. Okay, that's what it is. All right. You see a gold torque on the top, and a torque, TORC, is essentially.
It's basically what you use to open certain bolts.
Oh yeah.
That's a little. I've got what it is on my screen. It's basically like one of those like old behind the neck solid necklace things they had in like Egypt.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
hot.
cool. Pretty cool. I didn't even know you could buy one of them. I might actually buy one for myself so I can feel like a semi-Egyptian goddess.
Talk about your talk.
Yeah.
You gotta talk the talk. Yeah.
Hey.
So
in my head.
So there's on top. Yeah, there's a golden torque. There's 3 gold cups. There seems to be 5 golden cloak pins.
Yep.
And it also looks like there's some kind of amulet sitting on the top as well.
I'm gonna grab the amulet.
Before he grabs, I wouldn't feel it because I'm not near there, so I don't feel what Obalaka is saying to me.
No, everyone in the room would have felt that. Yep.
Oh, it's everyone in the room. Okay.
Yep.
So as he goes to grab it, so I'll let him grab it. As he goes to grab it, I want to turn around and go, no!
Okay.
I'll grab his hand before he grabs it.
No, well, it's as I was. Yeah, okay.
I was next to him.
How do you guys want to play it? Do you want to play it as in you haven't grabbed it yet, or you have grabbed it?
If I see him reaching up towards the
Because you both would have got that god.
The moment I hear that, I would have just been like,
So
oh, cool.
he'll
grab
pick the
something.
moment he hears it, and well, I'm assuming, like you said, and I'll say it the moment I hear it. So we do it at the same time. So he's obviously going to pick it as I say it.
Yep.
That's my understanding.
So you've reached for the amulet, have you?
Reach for the amulet. That looks the most expensive to me.
Okay. So yeah, as you sort of reach out to the amulet and you pick it up, it seems like a pretty decent looking sort of like gold chain, gold sort of pendant on the front of it. Looks pretty cool. But you instantly start to feel like you're being inhabited by yet another god.
Fuck another one.
Just loading up.
You see all around you, around the tomb inside that you're in. You see strange shadows shifting across the walls, forming the outline of like long-legged birds as they sort of go around the outside, and its beaks, all the beaks of these shadows stab at you as a voice echoes through your mind. You will do as I command, and you just see these birds just like stabbing towards you, and to everyone else, you see the birds, but you're not as afraid because they're not stabbing at you. They're all stabbing towards Tim.
I instantly bow.
He instantly bows
because I remember back to the plaque and what it said on the plaque. So I'm gonna bow down, holding the amulet.
Okay.
So
as you sort of bow to it, you don't happen to notice anything particularly happen, but you do see the shadows start to fade away.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna remain bowed, sort of just looking over this amulet.
Tim, are we all meant to bow?
And you guys notice around the outside those cauldrons begin to start forming skeletons out of the top of them, as in they're coming back to life.
Fuck. Tim, what have you done?
I said it was a bad idea. I told you guys. I said it. You don't fucking believe me.
You see sort of one head coming out with a neck, and you see him sort of reaching down, trying to dig around, looking for his legs and arms. It looks like they're looking for particular body parts. So you may have some time.
I rush over and try to find his body parts and take them away.
Nang Nang was talking to me. She told me to take something, so I did.
I'm going to rush over to whatever cauldron had the skeleton searching for his thing, and when I see him find his particular body part, I'm going to snatch it out of him.
All right. Get right up and give it a sleight of hand check, I guess.
Okay, I like this already.
As Pax sort of moves away, and I will try and grab the rest of the stuff off the sarcophagus and then bow back down again.
All right.
So I got a 12.
Yep. And you managed to reach up, and as this head plus sort of spine and one arm is reaching down, you notice it's grabbing one arm, and you manage to snatch that arm out of its one hand, and you see this thing just sort of like flop out of the canister and start trying to like slide towards you with this one arm, trying to get it back from you. It's not saying anything. It's just really trying to get it off you.
Is there anywhere high I can place it where it can't get it?
I'm pretty sure anywhere that you need to be standing, it probably couldn't get to at the moment. It's got no legs.
I want to go. I'll place the hand, like the arm, up somewhere so the skeleton can't fully form.
Okay. Yep. So
maybe up on top of one of the statues or something on the side.
Yeah. All right. So you go and you put it up on top of the statues, and that's not stopping it's not stopping the other skeletons in the other. There's two in each cauldron that are forming.
Oh, fuck. So I'm gonna keep. I'll do as many as I can before they form.
I'm going to run up to the one that's just behind me, and I'm going to play like whack-a-mole, just like one pops up. I'm pull out my sword and just like lob the head off.
And yeah, as you sort of do that, you do notice that you are making some progress. But wherever you whack one mole down, another one starts to come out because it
just
just
like
seems
real
like
life.
it just seems like there's many moles.
I
And
just keep
Too
my
many
fucking
moles.
2 hands just lopping heads off so bodies can't form after seeing Pax stealing arms.
you notice as one of the ones that you lop off sort of hits the wall next to you, you see the bone shatter, and you see a bunch of the other bones on the inside of the cauldron themselves start to just completely shatter and disintegrate and almost disappear, as if to say that if it can't find its own bones, it can't sort of create itself as a skeleton. And yeah, that sort of continues on for a little bit. But as that all was sort of happening, we had Tim taking the rest of the stuff off the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'd like to attempt
Completely
to stop him.
selfishly.
You like to attempt to stop him? All right, go.
Seeing
I don't
as
know,
my,
however you prevent it.
I want to attempt to grab his arms. Like, no, Tim, don't take him. You don't. No. I want to bear hug
So
around the back of him.
you just get to be doing some sort of grapple check here then. So that would be is that strength as well, right? Strength versus strength.
Strength.
Grapple him. Yep.
Okay.
You'd be doing strength to resist if you wanted to resist.
Well, it depends how quickly he gets to me. So yeah. Well,
So the
I'm
minute,
going to attempt to grab him.
so the minute I heard that, I said that no. That's when I started running to it. So that's why you still got
Yep.
the first one.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, I'm going to attempt to
Alright.
grab your arm. So sort of like do that whole like grab the arms and hold them back.
Yeah. All right.
But I did bad.
Well,
I only got a 9.
Would I see it coming? I guess.
Would you see him come? You'd hear him running behind towards you
Yeah,
because
I'm yelling no.
Yeah, he would have
okay.
started coming on your first item, not your fourth one.
You
Yeah,
might not see me, but you
Okay.
would have heard me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what do I
Definitely.
need to try and, I guess, as
It's
I
strength
feel
versus
it,
strength to sort of break it, or it'd be you can try and move away, or whatever you would like to try and do.
Well, I wouldn't know he's trying to grab me, but I was just trying to grab the stuff. So I guess a strength. I guess keep going for it. I guess.
Mhm.
I'll just roll, see what I get. If I'm going for strength alone, it's 12.
You win.
All right.
Bad roll.
So as you sort of break that and you manage to grab those last couple of items,
Yeah.
while I'm guessing you're still sort of bowed over.
Yeah. So I wanted to grab him and then bow back down, and sort of
All right.
put things in my bag.
Paxador,
Mm-hmm.
just 25 hit.
Oh fuck. Yep. What's hitting me?
That's 16, 20, 27.
Oh.
You feel a spear get thrown out towards you from the stationary soldier.
So 27 damage.
Yep, 27 damage.
Jesus.
Big hit.
Animal
Yeah.
does an 18 hit.
Fucking yeah, oath it does.
Oh.
You take 18 piercing damage from a spear
Fuck
flying
me.
from this location.
Damage. Which location? Oh, down there. Yep.
Yep.
Second right.
Drask
Yep.
does a 28 hit.
A what?
A 28.
Fucking
Does it
oath
hit?
it does. I mean, I got a stupid armor class, but even that hits. Fuck.
You take 24 piercing damage.
Damn it, that was exactly what I healed up for before.
Where are the spears coming from?
The spears are coming out of currently coming out of from these stationary guys. They're not alive. You just see them like sort of magically picking up a spear and lobbing a spear.
Can I get behind one of the cauldrons so they can't keep throwing them at me?
Yeah, you absolutely can. But Tim, the 26 hit.
26.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Then you take 15 piercing damage.
Okay. And I'm obviously bowing in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
No, wrong way. That way, 15. Alright. Cool.
Because I'm imagining that you're bowing facing this thing as you're picking up this.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going, shit, I'm bowing in the wrong spot. Internally, I'm not saying that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
As I turn around, do I see where this? Sorry, I can see where the spears come from. They hit me.
Mm-hmm. You can see where they've come from, and so you've turned around to look, right? Yep. So give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll probably turn around after being hit, being like,
14.
14. Give me a perception check as well, Tim.
That is a perception 19.
Cool. You notice on the shield itself that Chelton warrior that was on the shield is still there, but you see him pointing in the direction of the spears, and you see him almost like he's animated, like he's almost come to life on that shield, and he's directing them to throw the spears.
What do these statues look like again?
They are essentially like 10-foot tall bronze statues. They just look like soldiers, but they're essentially just big metal statues that are there.
Is there anything like are they all holding spears? Is there like something that stands out about them? I sort of want to have a
they've all got some like spears on their backs, but some of them also have weapons that they're using to fight with.
Okay.
So you notice that like all the ones that have the spears on their backs, though, they're like magical spears they're creating and throwing. But then they're actually carrying weapons themselves. Like the first one. So this guy here is actually carrying a full-on spear, like a proper battle spear, not a throwing spear.
Yep.
The one next to it is here. He's holding. Where was it? I have it actually written down here. I have lost it. I said what it was before, didn't I?
I'm just. I'm just trying to, as I turn and sort of having a look. I just sort of. I'm trying to look for where I should be bowing, and I'm wondering if maybe one of these statues is where I should be bowing.
Yeah. So you see holding a sword, holding a spear, holding another spear, and this one has no face.
Okay. All right.
The shield was there, yeah?
Yep, the shield's in the
middle. It was held up by leather straps?
Yep.
I would like to run up to it, rage, and then with my two hands get my two like hand axes and slash at the leather straps to try and break them.
Okay. Give us an attack roll.
Where the fuck they go? You know? Hand axe. What do they get? Not very high.
All right. Well, since you, I'm trying to think, said bow before no one. All right. I'm going to move over to
24.
I think you said this one had no face.
Yep.
I'm going to move over to this statue. And bow down before this statue.
Okay. And so we'll do what Jasker's doing first, but we'll do that after. Yep. Yeah. All right. So you've gone to it. You did a 24 to hit, did you?
24 to hit, yeah.
Okay. And what are you attacking with?
My two hand axes.
Okay.
So I just want to simultaneously.
Give it a swing.
All right. They are only. What are they? 1d6, so not much. So I'm just hitting the leather straps.
So
the first one does 7 damage. Second one does 8 damage. So one side of the strap, the other side of the strap, however you want to look at it.
Yep. So you do fully connect with your weapon, but you notice that your axe does not pierce through this leather at all, almost as if it's conjured magic.
How are the leather straps holding it up? Are they like sitting over something?
They're sort of look like they're attached to the wall, but it looks like they're almost leather strapped into the wall, and you can't really see where it's fastened.
Oh, fuck! Okay, that would have been.
Like realistically, normal leather would have broken just from that.
Yeah. Of course,
this is just it's just that from that radiating magic that we heard about earlier. It's definitely preventing it from taking that kind of damage. Yeah.
All right. I'll let someone else do something. We'll have a quick thing.
I'm gonna run all the way down in front of this first statue here. And I'm gonna attempt to tip it over.
All right, so we'll go to what Tim's doing first. So Tim, you bowed in front of that statue.
One. It's not letting me be on that square in front of it.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you bound in front of that one there, and you notice the magical spear that was glowing on its back, like it was about to grab another one to throw. You notice that one's spear disappears, and then we'll go over to what animal's doing. So, animal, you got to try and push it over. You can give me a strength check if you like. Yep.
Big rolls. Fuck yeah, 21.
21. All right. As you start to sort of push and heave, and it just feels like it's basically cemented into the ground. To actually push this over is going to require a lot more force.
These things are heavy. Can't push them.
I'd like to hang on to the shield.
Yep.
And like try and block whatever the shield can see.
Okay. Yep.
Because you said it looked like there was like a little man on there that was fucking.
Yeah, there's a little man on there that's sort of directing traffic, basically, of where the
now I want
spears
to
are
try
going.
and block wherever that little man's trying to look. Like I'm just gonna
Put your balls on
hanging
it.
onto the shield. Like.
All right, cool. As you sort of climb up the shield and sort of hold onto it, you come face to face with this this sort of drawn entity on the shield, and you notice him trying to look around you, and you're probably going to go back and forth with your face, and you can see him getting visibly angry. And while you're doing this, there are no more spears being fired.
Very smart.
You just hear me in the
throw,
background.
Throw a bedroll over him.
Have a go one. Help.
I'm gonna rush over, seeing what Drask is doing. I rush over and I'm gonna pull out my bedroll, I guess, and chuck the bedroll over it to like completely obscure his view.
I'll jump down quickly so that he can chuck the bedroll over.
All right. Cool. So yeah, as you sort of jump up and sort of chuck the bedroll over, you notice that all those spears stop flying, and you notice that sort of the room starts to sort of tire down.
Oh,
and while Tim is still bowed over there, you notice all of the skeletons as well drop back into their enclosures because he's effectively bowed before no one because there's no head on it.
Thank
yeah,
God.
that's what I was going for.
Nice. Smart boy.
Whilst I'm bowed there, I'm gonna try and talk to Tabazotto and just be like, please let us leave. We mean no harm. Just let us leave. Hopefully trying to reach out to the god.
And sort of while you sort of reach out to him and he's in your head, you still once again hear, "You will do as I command, but you may leave." And you hear that. I'm going to send you what he has.
Okay. I want to know what's in the chest. In the coffin.
Your character is going to start having like a mental breakdown with the amount of different gods that it has inside it.
Nang Nang and Shigambi are actually the two that fought against each other, so I've already got
you having like the demons going on, and then this one that's like giving you sort of big dick energy as well. Like it's this is horrible.
You're as bad as Crystal for hoarding magical things.
Papazotl and Nang Nang sort of work side by side in a way. This is good.
This is good. So you wanted to go back over and check what was in the sarcophagus?
Well, I do and I don't. I don't want to die.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you. You can do whatever you like. It's D&D.
I'm going to do while everything's kind of faded down for a minute. I'm just gonna do a quick. Where is it? I'm looking for my Eyes of the Grave. Eyes of the Grave. Yep. I'm just gonna see if I can detect any undead or fiends. It's undead. Sorry, any undeads in 60 feet.
Okay. As you do that, you notice you're getting no pings from all of the skeletons because it looks like they're pretty much all wiped out. They're just bones now. But you do find in this back left cauldron, you still are getting one hit. As in beside, well, you're getting hits from other places below and above you in the tomb because there's different sorts of undead. But within your immediate vicinity, it's basically you're just feeling something is in that particular.
I'm gonna go check out this fucker.
So as you head over there and you start sort of digging around in the bones.
I'm going to cast resistance on myself.
Okay, that's a good idea. And you start sort of digging around in the bones. You come down to what you can find is the last remaining skeleton of the room.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like he's just been put here by mistake, and wasn't at all out to hurt you. He looks like one of those hall monitors. This one though has a different key shape on his neck to the one you've seen
Skelly
before.
Boy.
You've found yourself yet another Skelly Boy.
I pull up old Skelly Boy and kind of like shake him off and dust off all the other bits and bones that are all covered in him.
Yeah, just
I've been looking for you everywhere.
When I first came in here, it was a good party, but it turned out to not be great at the end. I've been here for years. Well, thanks for finding me.
That's okay. What key shape does he have in his neck?
This one has, I believe, the. Have you had square? I don't think you have square yet.
No,
the square one. This is the square one.
This is the square window.
Mm-hmm.
Square key boy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a hole at the back of their spine. That's a hole, like a keyhole. It's not like their whole head is a keyhole.
Well, you've got. I'll try and find a picture of one actually for you, so it's a bit easier to understand. Keys. Okay. See if I got a picture. Oh, there's no pictures.
That's alright.
Oh, I can find you one later, but yeah, essentially, what you're getting, which I'll explain to what they are. Basically, the head has then got it's basically has a spine, but the spine is sort of disjointed in the middle, and instead of just those little vertebrae, you basically get a key as part of its neck. So if you took the head out, you could use that as the turner thing on the bottom of you on like a key if you want to use it for something. Yep.
All right, I'll take this boy with me.
All right.
I can't remember what we did with the other ones. I think we told them to go and find the other skeleton boys and then all meet us somewhere.
Yes.
It was something like that. Yes, we'll have to remember that one because I don't.
I remember telling them go find the other skeleton boys and then meet us somewhere, but I can't remember where I told them to meet us.
Might have to go back and find out.
I don't even know what they've been gotten up to this time.
They've just been skelly boying around.
They're just off and up and about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm good for here.
Anyone else need to do anything else in here?
No.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel good about checking inside this sarcophagus. Not that any other ones have been any better, but, you know.
Oh my god, stop being a pussy, just open up the sarcophagus. Fine, I'll do it. Run up
Shut
to
the fuck up,
sarcophagus and just shove it
Bail
open.
on someone, you piece of shit.
Just gonna shove it open. But I shove it, make sure the lid shoves in the direction of Pax.
Up and over.
Just passive aggressive drafts.
Yes.
Where's banishment? Where's banishment?
As you push it, the lid on it's not very heavy, and you manage to just sort of shove it out of the way.
Does it fly past the front of this?
It does, and crashes down next to Pax and just sort of cracks, like the lid just smashes next to him.
What the fuck?
But the whole time, as I pushed it, I'm just staring at him, just like...
Jurass, what is your fucking problem?
Well, just open up the thing. You want it open it. It's not that hard of a thing to do. See? Look, I barely even touched it. Woo! Look at it just open. What's inside?
Whatever inner problems you're battling with, get your shit sorted, because you're costing someone's life.
I get my hand axe out. I look at him like, shut up. Let me look inside the thing. You didn't want to look in it. I'm looking inside it now.
Do I have cast mute?
What can I see?
As you look inside, you see a bunch of sort of bones and a brittle skull, and you can pretty much straight away, if you give me a nature check, be able to tell what type of animal is in here.
Oh, that was a 1.
Okay, so maybe you can't tell.
I actually thought that said 18, but it was a 3.
Perhaps it might be worth asking someone else to nature check with you.
So what was this tomb again? Was this
Papazotl.
Papazotl. Papazotl was depicted as a crane.
Okay, I look at the bones,
Yeah.
and because I've got Kubazan in my head, I get out my mace, and I just start smashing the bones.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because Kubazan's the enemy of Papazotl, so...
So you start smashing the bones, and yeah, you are very much aware that these were the bones of Papazotl's animal form. It was an Iblis that was there, and you smashed them.
Once they're smashed, I'm gonna get the
Iblis,
cask and just drag it off onto the ground and hope it shatters.
Jesus. Drask, what are you fucking doing?
Look, we have to make sure these things happen. This guy could be bad news.
Tim, in your mind at this stage, you get incredibly infuriated at the sight of your grave being desecrated.
God.
Trask, please stop what you're doing.
I turn around and I just look at him with like...
I'm gonna cast.
It's so much easier in person, but...
I'm gonna go up and cast light on Draska's, like, right there in between his eyes, so he's, like, hopefully blinded by just a ball of light in front of him.
But would I be blinded by the light?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you would, like, if it just obscures your view, but can you imagine having, like, a bright as fuck torch right in your face?
But it depends. Is the bright as fuck torch facing me? Because you said you cast it right there. So would that mean that it's facing outwards? So everyone else would be blinded?
It just emanates light in every direction.
But isn't light cast on an object, so the object produces the light, not cast it?
So you've cast it on me. I just stand up, and all of a sudden I just look at myself and just go, I am a god!
Fuck, it's written all over again. Fuck no.
I didn't do it. I'm just playing the cards undealt.
It's a character complex.
But no, I drag the thing off and... Alright, let's get to the next room. We need to kill Asarak.
Jesus. This man's gonna get killed.
I would suggest not doing that again, especially in here.
What? Look, I have to do these things. Just it has to be done.
You don't.
We have to make sure that these things happen, that they don't come back and bite us in the butt.
That is true. I understand that, but not.
Then what are you complaining about? You're overthinking it. Just do it. Fuck! I just spit on my keyboard.
You full just peeked your mic out as well, like.
Sorry.
Cut you off.
Oh,
cut you off and just peeked the mic.
Oh. What are you complaining about? You just do it. Just don't think. Just do it. Fuck, things easier.
So which way are you guys wanting to go?
Drask, you need to sort out your inner demon problem at the moment and get yourself back to a level head, because this is ridiculous.
I'm as level-headed as I've ever been.
Is that why you left me to die back in the room with the water elementals?
It's called self-preservation. If we both die, who does that help? No one.
And if I die, there's no healing or revives.
And look at me, I'm still here.
Only through the healing of me and Animal.
Are you here? Yes, so you didn't die.
I almost died. I could have died very easily. It was so close to death. It was ridiculous.
Did you?
You bailed on me in my time of need. When I needed you most, you ran with your tail between your legs.
It was actually behind me because I couldn't fit it. Now, I
Metaphorical dumbass.
been taking all the hits for this team, and you're telling me that I'm not doing anything?
Wait, if you're taking all the hits, then how am I dying from things?
Because you're weak as shit.
Just so you know, I can also do some healing. You're not the only one, Pax.
And I just look at him.
Can you revive?
Pass me that diamond and we'll see
probably.
if you can revive.
Probably.
Look,
I gave Animal something so he doesn't need reviving.
What about the rest of us then?
Nah, you're right.
Just one.
Look,
Drask, all I'm saying is you've
get out of
changed since you've come down here. You're not the same Drask we knew before you came into this place.
Just
Just
Nothing
try and
strange.
remember who your friends are and put your friends first.
Mate.
Remember, when we leave here, bow. Please bow before we leave. Pay your respects.
I look towards Tim, and I start to bow, but I still got my axe in my hand. And as I bow, I swing it behind me and smash the box a little bit more. And then I start walking out.
After seeing him do that and watching him walk, I'm gonna make. It's time for you to sleep, and I'm gonna cast catnap on him.
I don't even know what that is, but let's do it.
Lizard
It makes you. It makes you fall unconscious.
Yo, right.
Wow.
I like it.
It's not a save. The catnap just says you make a
Oh
calming
my
gesture,
God.
and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within
Willing?
range fall.
Willing.
Up to 3. Oh, that you can. Oh, willing. I guess that.
Got him on the word.
Mm.
He
All
willing
right, Jacob,
himself.
take it easy.
That seems almost pointless now. Isn't it
Why,
better if it was
why
not
would
willing?
you want that then?
That's
yeah.
why you have the spell
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, but you have to get their hit points
Yeah, but
down.
sleep you have to roll the hit points. I ain't gonna roll.
No.
But or you can just
130.
cast like friends on them or something, make them willing, and then do it.
Do I have friends? I don't think I have friends.
That's a fair idea.
It's true. You definitely don't have friends in this tomb. Not the way you're going.
No, I don't have that.
As I start walking out, I noticed he tried something. I keep walking.
I'm like, shit, why didn't that work?
I'm gonna walk up this way.
I go over to the only level-headed person left in the room, and I walk over to Animal, and Animal, I honestly can't trust Drax's actions anymore. Just be more vigilant, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Yeah.
As you
your,
walk up there,
your
Drax.
problems are your problems.
So as Drask gets up towards that door, you notice that there's sort of 3 little alcovey things coming out of the door.
Oh, thank God, I thought spikes.
In that area, you see sort of trapped in these sort of vertical cages, with only enough space to turn around and each direction. You see these zombies that are standing there. There's 3 zombies that are trapped in that door. It looks as if they're normally facing outside into the hallway beyond where you are, out on the outside. But they're obviously trying to protect this tomb, but you guys have come in one of the secret entrances, so they are currently sitting facing the opposite direction of you. You can just hear them making gurgling and sort of strange guttural noises out down the stairs beyond the wall. A few moments goes by, and you notice some strange bits of flesh being thrown through some holes in the door, and you see their zombies just sort of munching on that flesh. The hand that's coming through to throw that flesh in is this long, bony hand, and then a few moments later, you hear it sort of take some steps and walk away.
I'd like to get both my axes, so my hand axes, and I'm gonna put on the really close to the back of the head of one of the zombies, the sharp end, and then I'm gonna spin my axe around so it's on the more dull side, and then I'm gonna tap the back of my axe, like the two backs together, so as if I'm like trying to hammer a nail in, kind of thing.
Okay. Yep.
To the back of the zombie.
All right. Cool. So yeah, as you do that, I'm going to assume that's kind of an attack roll there.
Yeah. I suppose it'll be attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd boop it on the back, Snoot. Give us give mod 20. It definitely hits. You want to roll some damage?
6 + 12.
12. So sort of as you sort of do that, and you realize that it's pretty much restrained. I'm going to get you to roll more damage. Roll damage twice here because it's because of how restrained it is. It can't get away.
Another 9, so 21 in total.
Cool. So as you do that, that zombie just goes splat, and you just see this strange-looking, disgusting ooze coming out the bottom of the cage just towards your feet.
And as I go to take the axe back out and then line up the second one, I'm going to turn around and be like, doing it all again.
All right, and you go for some roll some damage on these. You'll probably definitely hit them. They've got 8 AC. I don't think you can even miss.
Oh wow, that's good. 12
hits.
And 11, so 23.
Yep, and you splat that one as well. And
then I
you get
pull
the third
axe
one
back out, and then I go to the third one. I'm like, something resonates in the back of my head, and I'm like, I turn back around again. I'm like, come on, guys, this is the way out. You gonna help? Let's go.
You're doing the best thing you're ever only good at, Dras, was being a blunt instrument.
I turn around and I look at him, and then I just start like rubbing my head, and you see like these little waves start to come out, and then they go back in. I turn back around, and then crack the back of the skull. I just like shake it off, and then I crack the back of the skull.
We'll assume that you can do enough damage because you're going to kill him anyway. So yeah, you see, you get it, and you notice him sort of drop down, and because you're up closer to the door at the moment, you see on the outside, and you can see in the distance. You can see sort of a couple of those little tomb dwarves, and who you can only imagine as the person that you guys have been speaking about before, called Withers, walking out off into the distance. It looks like he was the one that was here feeding the zombies, but he hasn't noticed you killing them. They didn't make any noise.
Oh, where was Withers?
All right, I'm gonna stand behind where they were, and I'm just gonna sit there and be like.
And then he's not coming this direction. Like he's essentially walked off in the other direction. So you're all good there.
No, I'm just gonna keep looking. Is there a way to open this door, or is it not actually a door?
It's a door that's sort of kind of like it's a slid down door. It looks like it needs to be lifted, but it looks very heavy. So you're probably gonna have to work together on this one.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to lift it on my own.
All right, give us a strength. Give us a strength roll.
18.
18. Yeah. So as you sort of go to lift it, you manage to make no progress.
Guys,
it's bloody heavy.
Yeah.
I thought you did everything yourself, Drask.
Well, you guys aren't helping, so I thought I had to do this.
Saying?
You're too busy out the back there.
Don't get your knickers in a knot. I'm coming. Hold on. And they come over and
ask before I got the last zombie, but I'm just saying. Right, anyway.
All right.
Thank you, Animal.
You ready?
Let's go. 1, 2,
5.
21.
So you get a 5 and a 21?
No, I rolled a 12. I counted to 5.
Oh, you got a 12. Okay. 12 and 21.
I rolled a 12.
And you got 21?
Yeah, I got 21.
As you go to lift it, you start to feel it budge, and you realize you're one off. You got to get a 34.
I'll mosey on over. And I'll cast guidance on myself, and
it's an 1,000-pound door.
I just look at Drask squarely in the eyes. We all got to heave this door up.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm watching them, I'm just gonna radiate my hand and cast healing hands on myself. Heal myself.
Cool. Just give us some strength checks, boys. Here they go.
Nat 20, 26.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, bigger than Drask.
Imagine if they both roll ones now.
As
19.
As I see him walk over, I'm just like, but I don't actually lift. I make it look like I'm just like. I rolled a 8.
All right, you guys managed to lift it up this time, and you find yourself being able to head on outside, which I can move you guys out.
Head on out. Moving on up.
Just
Moving on up. I'll take Skelly Boy with me.
Yep, I'll bring him out here. I've actually found the other 2 Skelly Boys out here.
Oh, huzzah!
They were already out here, but they obviously were going somewhere, but we never sent them anywhere. Yeah.
All my Skelly Boys.
I'll bring out Tim.
What Skelly Boys do I have now? So I've got Square.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other 2?
I'm going to put names on them so that we know. This is gonna be Square Skelly. So this can be Square Skelly. This one can be Skeleton. Please. One moment. Okay. So you found a triangle one as well. That was the first one you found, triangle, Skelly. And you found, this would be your third one total, right?
Yep.
I think. Yep, so I'll duplicate him. Boop. This one's going to be... I think you found a pentagon, the other one. So we'll bring this guy in as...
Pentagon?
Pentagon Skelly.
Where's my CIA Skelly?
He's coming out here. One moment. Move. Pentagon Skelly. There's your 3 Skelly boys. There you go.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, the other 2 were off. We're off doing things though. So like that, we just had them over here because I think we were sending them off to try and find the other Skelly boys. So
Yeah, I was. I told them to go like find their boys and bring them all to me.
yeah. So they're off doing that at the moment.
Sweet.
All right. So you come out onto this balcony. It's a balcony that you've actually been on before, and there is a over on the right. There is a little shrine thing, and I believe you have read that before as well. There is a plaque.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we have.
Mm-hmm.
We still can't find Dummy anywhere.
I think we've done everything up here, guys. I remember we went through that walkway and that one. We came through there.
Are we walking ourselves up or down to clear out the rest?
We're heading back down.
Down. Okay, down it
Going
is.
down.
Remember,
yeah,
we fell off the waterfall and went all the way down the bottom, and then we worked our way back up to make sure we cleared our way down.
Got it.
So we're heading down.
You heading down?
Down it is.
Heading down. Down the stairs.
Do.
All right. So this way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're going past here, does someone want to give me a perception check on this corner?
Baxidor.
11 plus 5, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah. On your way past here, you notice that you can hear the similar sort of footsteps that that Drask was hearing earlier. You can hear on the opposite side of that wall, walking away from you, almost as if those steps had passed through this wall and gone in that direction.
I think there might actually be a way through here, but I'm not sure where that leads.
You found something, Tim?
Well, it sounded like there were footsteps on the other side of this wall.
Maybe it's just another secret door again. Secret passageway.
Knock on it.
I knock on the stone
Don't
wall.
be shit.
Mm-hmm. So you knock on the stone wall. So as you sort of head up to it and sort of push on a little bit, you sort of get this feeling that it's almost like it's on a hinge. And as you sort of push it forward, it sort of starts to swing slowly in front of you.
Oh, we can't go through here. I thought we had done everything up here, but maybe we haven't.
Lead the way.
I'll sort of just push it open a bit more and see what's inside.
So as you sort of push it open and find your way in there, I might put Drask in there as well, because otherwise no one will be able to see on the stream.
Yeah,
Drask. Boop. All right.
Kitty.
Oh, it's pretty
Hang
cramped.
on, I've stuffed up Drask. Hang on, I've stuffed up Drask.
No.
1 sec.
Teleporting him to the abyss.
Let me put you over here and put Drask here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Move character here, Drask. Oop. There we go. Drask is in now. All right. Yeah. So in this little room that you find yourself in, you notice that there's just water filling this stone sort of font in front of you. You sort of you look at it and it looks like it sort of like swirls eerily, and it's sort of emanating sort of some strange eerie light. And yeah, it seems pretty ominous, to be honest, this room, and it's almost as if it's being used by some kind of darker entity to potentially communicate with others.
Guys, this thing doesn't seem right. I sort of don't want to touch it, but It sort of reminds me of something Demi might want to use. I don't know if maybe someone else wants to come have a look at this.
Why don't you
I'll
stick your
touch
head
it.
in and call out for dummy?
I'm not comfortable. I don't know. I'm just
Drask, why don't you do it?
I'm gonna
Alright.
back out of the room.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll
back
do it.
out
Let's
of
go.
I can't back out of the room.
I run in. I run in and dunk my head in. What am I doing? Oh, no, I pop my head through the thing. What do you need? What do you see?
Pool of some sort.
Yeah, you see a pool with eerie lights swirling in the water.
Alright, I have an empty vial which had a superior health potion in it. I'd like to fill it up. I'd like to dunk that into the water.
Okay. As you sort of reach down and go to dunk it into the water, you actually notice that the water itself starts to sort of apparate an image in front of you in the water's surface. So instead of ripples, like as it sort of ripples, you notice this this sort of vision almost in front of you, and you notice that you seem to be in a first person view of someone or something. That seems to be walking around in the tomb at a different level to you're on now, but you seem to be well off the ground, looking side to side. You notice sort of some strange looking fleshy long arms. It just seems odd, like almost like you are impersonating something while you're looking through this looking glass water. And as you sort of take a scoop with your vial and sort of stand back up, you know, so it looks pretty much just like normal water when you're just holding it like that. And you notice that the down below the actual water in the pool, sort of the sort of animation sort of kind of disappears as you sort of stand back up and aren't focusing on it.
Okay. Now I want to put my finger in my vial.
Okay. As you put your finger in your vial, you can just see like through the tip of your vial. You can't really see it from the outside, but you can see it from the top because it kind of happens on the top layer of the water.
Okay.
You can see very very faint, a much smaller image of looking through the eyes of a different being this time that seems to feel a similar height, has a similar complexion because all you can see is its arms and. But it's definitely not the same one because it's in a different area of the tomb.
Do any of these areas that I'm looking through the eyes, do any of them look familiar?
Some of them look a little bit familiar. In some ways, if you give me a history check, we might be able to try and remember where they look familiar.
Nope. That's a 6.
Okay. So you don't remember exactly this, but the only things you've seen that have been tall enough in the tomb so far to sort of be on this sort of level would be some of those golems that you've come across. Almost like this is a way to communicate with them and talk to them.
I'm going to put my head back into the well.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, put your arms up.
So you're putting your head into the well?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you put your head into the well, you get this overwhelming feeling that that the entity is aware that you have once again sort of entered its mind, and you see it sort of lift its hands up and sort of smash towards its face. And you see the surface of the pool around you sort of explodes, and you notice that this just coming out of the top of the water, this hulking figure wearing plate armor and a bucket helm heaves itself up, and you can just see that it is abundantly clear that it knows that that's you, and it's been able to teleport itself to this font. It comes out and it makes a single attack at you.
Alrighty.
For a 21 to hit, which is probably going to be a miss on you. It goes for that swing, and then you see it start to fade back into the fountain.
I'm going to put my hand back in the fountain. Do I see things, or does it jump back out at me again?
No, you once you get into a different golem again, but you don't get to see like the actual vision. It doesn't seem to stay as long as the one when you had your head in there. So these ones that when you don't have your head, it's sort of just like a quick 4 or 5 second vision. You see it's walking through a few different steps and then it's kind of over. Whereas when your head was in there, it was almost like you were full seeing through its eyes and being almost one with its core.
So I'm going to put my head back in again.
Mm-hmm.
And then look around, but not say anything this time.
Right, so as you sort of do that, you once again you get sort of shunted back out, and you sort of see it rise up and sort of go for another attack on you. This is a different one again, so you went into a different one, and it only goes to 12 to hit, so it misses you again, and then disapparates back into the font.
So when I put my head in, though, I can't actually see anything this time, can I?
Oh, you can see. You got a chance to see, but it was only for a couple of seconds before it instantly just
Before
sort of
it pushed me
responded and
back.
came back out. Yeah.
I'm going to put my head back in again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I'm going to say, I am here to set you free.
Right, and as you do that, you notice it sort of just looks around and reaches towards its own face again, and then splashes back up and goes for another attack. This one is for a 23 to hit.
That hits.
It's only a 7 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. 7. Okay, I'm going to take my head back out.
It's almost as if you might need a particular person or item to sort of block them being able to communicate back with you, or being able to be realizing that you're looking through them.
Alright, I'm going to turn back out, walk back out the door, and see where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow, that was refreshing. Yeah, it was like a fucking slap to the face.
There was like these eerie things swirling. Was that anything? Like, what?
Yeah. Look, it was, but it wasn't. But it was. That was weird. I put my head in there, and then I was somewhere else. But then all of a sudden, I hit myself in the head, and then this thing just appeared out of nowhere and tried to hit me, and then disappeared just as quick.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like I teleported somewhere by putting my head in there. And then it rejected me or something? It was weird.
Right.
Okay. I don't think we should go back in there again. That was we should definitely not go back in there again. Maybe just leave the tomb.
I don't trust what you say about Drask. I'll push past him and walk in.
Okay.
As he walks past, I just want to look quick little smile. No laugh, just smile.
Put Drask in there, put Paxi in there. Paxi's in. Drask, I think, is in.
Nah,
yeah.
I'm in the
He's
unknown
in there.
again.
Oh, you're in the unknown? I'll put you back
You
out.
were close. Nope, unknown.
I'll put you in there, and then you move back out. Where are you, Drask?
Nope, unknown.
Yeah. No, you should be there now.
There we go. Now we're finishing with dynamite.
All right, so you've come in here, Paxi. What's your idea?
Is there anything written on the walls or on the fountain?
Yeah, looking around on the walls, you notice that there are old sort of depictions of just sort of old spells and carvings and things that are written on the walls. And if you give me an Arcana check, you might be able to try and figure out what it resembles.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as I go to read these bad boys. Oh, that's good. That's 21.
Okay, so reading the walls, you realize that they are old spells, but they're also written old Omun, so you have a pretty good idea of what they're trying to determine and what they're trying to say. And you realize that after reading for a little bit that it's these are just sort of musings of some kind of magical being inside this tomb. It could be a Surak, it could be withers, it could be anyone that you could think of, but you can't really tell based on the handwriting, so you're not really acquainted with their handwritings. And you notice that this spell is essentially referring to a scrying spell and the ability to look through the eyes of the Tomb Guardians.
Right.
And it says with enough practice, you may be able to control one.
Well,
It also says that it is that he hasn't yet been able to find an item that is worthy enough while wielding it to control these golems to their fullest potential. So the person that's created this pool hasn't yet been able to figure out exactly what's required. But you do notice that it says it requires some form of extremely dark object.
well, the only
What to
dark
do it.
object that I have in my possession is the black opal crown.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hold on tight and I'm gonna stick my head in.
Okay.
And I'll see
So-
if I can commune with them.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
So as you sort of put your head into it, I'm going to roll a dice. You see a pretty dark room, and it feels like it's a room that's much lower down than where you are. You can see that there's not a lot of natural light that's made it down. You can slightly get the smells of the area, almost like you're living inside this thing. And it's you've got a bit of dark vision down there, being inside this Tomb Guardian. But you're sort of looking around, and you can hear like cogs going around, like big cogs moving. You can hear
Like
water smashing, and sort of small boats going around. And
so, like where we met old Abe.
yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're almost on that level with Abe down there,
Yeah.
in the current form.
Mhm.
And yeah, you haven't yet figured out how to sort of control these Tomb Guardians, but you're able to kind of see with inside it and sort of what it's doing and where it's walking. And you see it wandering around that bottom area. You see it walking up to the dock where Abe is, and you see it reaching over with this big sort of trough full of whatever type of chum that just pulled up, and it seems to be tipping it out for Abe. You see it feeding Abe and then walking back down some corridors, and it seems to be a pretty mundane sort of appearance to what it's doing, but it hasn't. It seems to just be going about its day-to-day chores down there. But you do notice that this thing is still hulking large and probably quite full of power if one of your teammates came into contact with it on its own.
I'm gonna attempt to. So still holding a crown. I'm gonna try and say, "Hello, Guardian."
As you speak to it, you notice it sort of stops, drops what it's doing, and stands at attention, almost like as if it's listening for an order.
Your new orders from now on is to consider any. If you see an individual wearing a black opal crown, consider them friendly and do not harm them.
And all you see, you don't hear any voice coming back, but you notice that the vision that you're seeing, you feel like you're taking a large bow and just standing back at attention. And you see him reach down and he picks up that chum bucket that's empty, and you see him like sort of wandering off to obviously go to probably refill it or something.
Okay. I'm going to take my head out
Mhm.
and put my head back in. Do I go back to the same one?
You do.
Okay.
This time. you got a good dice roll.
I'll just for its packs, I'm just assuming it's only give me look-ins on this one creature. So
Yep.
I'll take my head out and walk out to the group. Guys, so this black opal crown lets me commune with the temple guardians.
Oh, that's very useful.
Right.
And I just worded up one of them to, not harm us if it comes across us. But yeah, that's helpful, I guess.
Definitely.
is a good thing.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back down we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Just keep an
Yeah.
eye out. Yeah.
Do you have
I
any
think he was-
idea of what level he was on?
It sounded like he was on the level down where we met dear old Abe.
Oh, where we fell down in the waterfall.
Yeah, where the moving cogs were and the light up crabs and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that was right down the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good to know we might have an ally down there.
We have a
Well, if
friend.
that's the case, is that where we're meant to go? Let's go.
Well, we're making our
We
way
are.
down there. slowly.
Yes, we are going down.
Making your way downtown.
Make our way
Going
downtown.
fast.
So you want to go down this area then?
Yeah.
I think we should
Yeah,
definitely
down
go
there.
down.
Let me move you guys down a level. Down a level.
Oh, there's a line there.
Let's
Who
put
drew that?
which line? I didn't draw it.
Yeah.
See you, Sam.
Mhm.
Using the brush.
Cool.
Team packs.
The old goo level.
Okay. So we've been that way.
Yes.
We've been that way. We haven't been that way. Alright, cool.
Ping the way which way you haven't been, Tim. Got it.
Because we this is up here is where I got shitty at Demi because he threw himself in there. I'm like, the fucking clerk told us to do this, and you went and did that. And I got shitty at him,
That's where I died like the 30th time.
and then we went through this way.
And there was those two
and there was
golems with the chain thing.
There was in here. That's the those drapes.
Curtains.
that had all
Oh,
the shit on
yeah,
it.
those curtains.
There
the
was
Minotaur
a
up here somewhere, wasn't
tomb. There was a tomb up this way.
I
And
don't
then
have that
the
board
skull.
head.
Actually, the black skull was down here, and we made our way down that way, and then found stairs and went up.
And
So,
we found that
we
behind
wanna
the
go that
curtain, we
way.
wanted to put our hand in that boar's head thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this also the
Yes.
level with the guys drawing our death?
No, that was further down.
No.
Further down. It was deeper.
But yeah, so we've been on this level before.
Oh right, I remember this
Oh.
purple
The,
crap.
the only way from here that we haven't been is over there. There seems to be a walkway
Got
near
it.
the stairs. We need to make our way that way.
Okay.
Oh,
With
yeah.
my pretty much always assume that I'm taking the key boys with me at all stages.
That's right. We did briefly come down.
We did go
here,
down there. It had those fucking gooey things that we walked past and they fucking hurt
and then
us.
we came back because we tried shooting it. That's right. But we didn't venture past this point. We sort of came down here and then went back.
Yeah.
We never
Mhm.
pushed past here. So,
Yeah.
or we may have gone through that little walkway there. I don't think so. Maybe not.
Since putting my head in the water and talking to the golem boy, is the crown doing anything different?
You can feel that it feels a little bit more powered up, almost like it's it's going to take a little bit more juice before it's at full power. But you are definitely starting to see a difference and feel a difference magically with the crown.
Got it.
I think this is actually the Shigambi level.
Shigambi.
Shigambi.
So are we
Alright,
going
guys.
down this hallway or what?
You know it.
Yes. Let's go down, and we need to push further to the left as we enter.
All right. I don't like this goo shit, so I'm gonna make a run for it, and I'll make a run like I pretty much try and sprint and avoid the goo, like running all the way down the corridor.
Yeah. So you're running
Oh,
over
okay.
here?
You're going right or left? Okay, right. Okay.
To my right. Yeah, going east.
So you run past all that. You run past all that goo stuff,
Yeah, I follow him.
and you come out into a room that doesn't quite resemble many of the other rooms you've been in. It is still stone based, but you notice that as you walk in, that there's still puddles of water that cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals, showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. A 3-foot-high crawlway to the east wall is flush with the floor, and at the end of the hall, a rippling, transparent curtain of water fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand. So this would be that. That's that curtain thing I'm talking
Walk
about
up to the
here.
curtain, and I'm gonna
Level 4.
Touch it.
Level 3. What level are we on? 3.
Yeah. You wanna touch it?
touch it. Just put my finger. See if I can actually go through it. Because it's just like falling
So
in water.
you're going up.
See if I can put
As
my
it-
hand through it.
As you go to do it, I'm like, wait! As he touches it. So I'm going back to my notes.
Yeah, touch it.
So you go to touch it?
Yep.
Okay.
What save do I have to make now?
As you pass through the curtain of water,
You die.
a fierce wave flowing from the north of you and the south of you. So this whole room, even where these boys are standing down here,
Oh god.
Yeah.
a fierce wave strikes down through the whole wall, and you all need to make me a strength save as that water goes through you all.
You bastard.
Strength save.
Yep.
My worst save.
All right. 30.
Yep, same with me.
How much?
26. Nat 20.
What was
Oh,
Drask's?
30.
30. All right. So whoever got 15 and below,
Yep.
you're taking damage.
Ah,
I take damage.
fucking animal.
Take.
You're welcome.
You guys both take 23 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, great. That's
23.
doubled.
Ouch.
Yep.
46.
46.
Ouch.
So you guys take a lot of bludgeoning damage,
Yeah.
and those that didn't fail, you take half as much. So
How
you
much
guys
is
will
that,
take. So it was 23. So half of that is what? 11.
11.
So you guys taking 11.
Yep.
And yeah, those of you that saved, you fall prone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just keeps getting better.
And those of you that didn't save, you are swept to the end of the respective hallways like that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I was already at
So
the
if
end.
I'm
And you're also prone. So
So I get knocked over. I'm just like,
fuck. Adult, don't do that again.
Animal. I was just about to tell you that
What?
the plaque says that you need to walk through the water with weapon in hand. I'm assuming you need one of these weapons off the wall.
I'm going to sprint through with my whip in hand.
I'm gonna
get the
crawl
fuck out of the
over. I'm gonna crawl out of the way.
I'm going to grab a weapon off the closest weapon off the wall and just like walk through the waterfall.
okay, so there are plenty of tarnished weapons that are hanging on the walls. They're in poor condition,
Yep.
and they're held in place with hooks to make it appear as if they were through the painted warrior's hands, basically. There are 12 painted figures lining each of these halls. There's 6 on the west wall and 6 on the east wall, directly across, and they're sort of directly across from one another. Figures on the facing walls are perfect reflections of each other. So, in terms of what you've got, there are in this southern hall, you've got some stork-headed males that are holding hand axes. You've got a lizard-headed female that's holding maces. There's a panther that's holding a blowgun. There's an unarmed hawk-headed female, and there is a goat-headed male is holding a sickle, and a frog-headed female holding a trident. So that's what you guys can see down here, but you see the same thing on both sides. They're basically reflected.
I'll grab the
grab
mace.
I must grab whatever's closest to me.
Whereabouts is
gonna-
Animal gone?
I'm going to level 4 kill
He's right
wounds
under me.
myself.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's just not a bad idea.
Animal still would have passed through. You would have been passed through. You already passed
I
through.
got through.
You are through. Yeah. On Animal's side, you just had to take everyone's damage. But on your side, Animal, there you see once again you see a frog-headed female with tridents. You see goat-headed males with sickles. Unarmed hawk-headed females. You see panther-headed males with blowguns. Lizard-headed females with maces, and stork-headed males with axes. With hand axes, sorry.
Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Let's go.
Running
Alright,
through
so
with
what-
the mace.
You're running through with a mace?
Yeah, I'm not stopping, just grabbing it and then running.
I'm off to the side casting cure wounds on myself.
So as you run up and go to run up and run through with the mace, that wall of water just pushes you backwards. As it's obviously not the right weapon, and you get hit by the water and splashed back down to the bottom of that room. Give me a strength save.
Alright. That is 31, not 20.
31.
31.
31. 31. So what you use the mace. Alright.
So you take half of 23. So you take 11.
11 again.
Mhm.
Alright, so then I'm going to get enraged, and as I start running through, when I get to about here, I'm going to rage, and then just try and run through the water. Just like, "Rah!" No weapons in hand this time.
So as you
it's going for the unarmed. Okay.
as you do it, and you do make it through, but boom, the water goes off from both sides again, and you and Animal are going to cop it on the other side there. So give me both of you a strength save.
Come on, man.
24.
Oh, did Animal get through? What did you get through with Animal?
10.
Animal went through unarmed before.
Ah, okay.
Gills McGills.
You got a 10?
10.
Oh, I
10.
got 24. He got 10.
Okay, alright.
Rip-a-ring.
So that's 27 bludgeoning damage to Animal,
Oh,
and half to Drask.
So half of that, so that makes it 13, and then half of that again makes it 6, because I got resistance to bludgeoning.
Yep. And you both get splashed up this direction up here.
Alright, I drag Animal out of the way, because I'm feeling like he doesn't look too good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I have a decision.
You do have a decision.
And then, as I do that, I'm going to pull out the healing potion and give it to Animal.
Okay.
Alright.
thanks.
Being that I have 3 gods in my head and they're all loosely represented by figures on the walls that haven't been tried, I'm going to roll a dice. A d6, because there's 3 of them. So 1 and 2 are going to be for the stork, 2, 3 and 4 for the panther, 5 and 6 for the frog, to determine which weapon I try and take through. That
Okay.
is a 5, so that's the frog with a trident. I'm going to grab a trident and try and walk through the water curtain with a trident.
Trident? Okay.
Trident. Nang Nang is cut. Gothiry's on the trident. Take the
Yep.
trident.
So as you walk up and you pass through the curtain of water carrying a trident, nothing happens. And you're able to just walk straight through.
Thank you, dice. Guys, grab a trident.
What was that healing potion, Drask?
Are you going to drink it?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that it wasn't actually a healing potion, and it was the water out of that seeing thing.
I'm just going to down the hatch.
I honestly forgot. Like, as in character.
I could really do this. Just vroom, and I'm just going to just down the hatch.
So it might not do anything.
On the inside
Sorry.
of your esophagus and down into your stomach, you start feeling a very strange rumble animal.
How are
Sure,
you
it was a
feeling,
healing
animal?
potion. It hasn't. I've never had a healing potion that's done this before.
What color was it again?
I don't know what color was it.
It was
Blue?
like a clear blue, grey, gross water.
Yeah,
Oh,
it looked
shit.
like blue, greeny color. I don't know. I just drank it. You said it was a healing potion.
Look, I'm colorblind, and greens and blues, they kind of mesh together.
You guys
You
can
may
see in front of
have
you.
water from
You
the
guys can
scene.
see in front of you. Animal's stomach and chest start to expand rather quickly.
Oh god.
Oh.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Although I didn't see this coming.
And with that,
Fuck,
you
fuck,
start
fuck,
seeing
fuck.
that you start seeing his clothes and his skin on his stomach starting to rip, and just
Animal,
out
you
of
okay?
his chest bursts the head of one of the Tomb Guardians.
What?
What?
He just drank the Tomb Guardian water, didn't he? Or which water did you drink?
It was the Tomb
No,
Guardian
I'm-
water.
Yeah,
The
Tomb
Tomb
Guardian
Guardian
water.
Yeah, it's a Tomb Guardian.
Yeah. The Tomb Guardian comes
I'm just thinking like Alien.
straight out through his stomach, and like as it sort of like tears his torso in half, and just goes for an attack
No way.
on Tim and Drask being right in front of him.
Do I
No,
recognize
so
the Guardian?
what had happened?
You
Tim
would?
Tim won't be there yet. Tim will be on the other side because I dragged
Yeah.
Animal out of the
Okay.
way, so Animal will be
that
facing
happened.
me.
So
Yeah,
I'd be
true.
coming through.
Yeah, you'd be like
yeah,
down here somewhere.
probably more.
I wouldn't be able to
here.
see it through the waterfall either because it'd
Yeah.
like it'd obscure my vision.
A, I'd be in the way, and B, they're sort of around the corner.
It makes an
Yeah.
attack on. It makes an attack on Drask,
Yep.
Oh my god.
and
Oh my god.
I did not see that coming. I thought he was gonna have visions, man.
You fucked up.
Like in real life, character-wise, he actually legit forgot.
You literally just shot him in the fucking head.
and,
Like
and
Oh,
just
well.
the Tomb
What happens
Guardian
when you have a
comes
low
out
intelligence?
and goes for an attack. Yeah, goes for an attack on Drask.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits him for a 24 to hit. Actually, 26 to hit, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
oh my
26 hits.
God.
Am I still raging?
You are raging,
Yes.
I believe.
Alright.
Unless it ended.
Well, I did
No.
take damage, so it would have given me another round.
So you end up taking 20 bludgeoning damage
So 10. All right.
and 6 piercing damage.
So 3. So 13. Yep.
And it makes another attack on you for 25.
That hits.
And that is an 18 bludgeoning damage
Yep. 9.
and 9 piercing damage
So 4. So 13 again.
as it steps out of Animal's body
No.
and begins to attack the rest of the party.
Oh my god.
It turns around to Tim.
Wait, so it's come
And
out
you-
of him completely.
It's come out of him completely.
This is some alien shit, man. You gotta stop watching movies.
Is
Hey,
Animal
He's,
dead?
Animal's body is in 2 pieces.
Fuck.
He looks very, very
So
close to not being able to be revived, but there's a chance if you're very good at medicine and have a sewing kit or something. I'm not sure how you're going to do this.
So he
but
kit.
Fuck, I
We'll
could
see.
bring it together.
My legs, I can't feel my legs.
I honestly don't think I can if he's in 2 parts.
Wow.
I don't think I can.
And you see him coming out, and he takes a step towards Tim.
I just cast invisibility.
Tim
I'm just
casts
like,
invisibility?
oh shit! I'll cast it. Yeah.
Is there one of the tridents that Tim used to run through on this side still?
There's still one on the wall, yep.
I'll pick up that trident and run through because I can
Yeah.
see another figure on the other side, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm invisible, you'd be able to see it, I guess.
I'd
Yeah.
like to grab the other potion out of my pocket.
Oh my god!
Look,
What a
I
You
legit,
motherfucker.
I legit flipped a coin to see which one I gave you, so that's
No,
why.
that's alright.
So I pick out the other potion and then I
Yeah,
try
man.
and force feed it down his throat.
That's not gonna work. He's in half.
So,
I'm not smart.
so as you tip that down down Animal's throat, you see it sort of going into his mouth, and you just see it like pouring out the base of his chest where the rest of his stomach should have been.
As it starts to do that, I want to grab the other potion bottle, the empty one, and shove it at the bottom and try and collect it again. Fuck! Oh, little buddy!
So
No!
so now you've got an animal torso, or an animal bodice sort of thing, or a top bit, and then you've a bust, we can call it, and you shove the bottle in the bottom, so you've got an animal bust with a health potion, like having him on life support.
Oh my god!
Yeah, if that's how you want to call it, I'm cool with that. Fuck, me and sideways.
Do I run through the water fine?
You do. You get through fine, and you see this large Tomb Guardian standing there.
I focus on the opal crown. I reach my hand out and I yell, "Stop!"
As you do that, you notice it sort of turns to you, looks rather confused because you're not its normal master, but it still stops and goes to attention and tries to understand.
I focus heavily on the crown and try and put all my energy and force through it, and I tell him to kneel. Kneel.
As you're sort of telling that, he's sort of, you see him sort of visibly confused, but he kneels down anyway in front of you and sort of regains a composure and sort of sits there like holding his attacks.
Okay. I'm going to approach him, and I'm going to approach him and and just say, wait further instructions, and then fucking rush over to Animal.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna like make my way around, being like, oh shit.
Before you do what I know you're gonna do, I quickly grab my mess kit, and I grab the little like spork knife that's there, and I bite a hole using my sharp gator teeth, lizard folk teeth, in the end of it, and I tie some rope into it. And at that point, I'm then going to attempt to sew him back together.
Here, Drask, you can use my medicine kit if you want to try and sew him back together, but I don't think it'll work. You'll have to join all the tendons and organs and other vital bits together.
Don't tell me how to save a man!
In half.
Well, that's why we sew him together. He is not dying today.
Oh my! All right, I'll help you as much as I can, and I'm going to assist Animal in however I can in trying to assist Drax. Tim, comfort Animal, please.
How do I comfort someone that's in half?
keep feeding this recirculating potion.
Just give him a leg up or something, you know.
You notice you can see him sort of like dipping in and out of consciousness as you see the light like fading from his eyes, and then you've recirculating the potion, and he just keeps going back up and down, and he's really
Tim,
struggling to
make sure he
stay in.
stays conscious. Keep him awake.
I slap him across the face. Stay awake! What are you doing?
You slap him across the face?
I'm just slapping him, trying to keep him awake.
Oh, I don't have any rope.
As you do that, Animal takes another 6 bludgeoning damage from your slap.
Oh, what?
I'm weak as shit. My unarmed does 1 damage.
Alright, we can make it do 1 damage. It does 1 damage.
Alright.
I'm not very strong.
I'm going to quickly just like rewind like 30 seconds. I don't have rope, so to get him back to life, I'm going to get my Hellfire Whip.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the end off it, the handle, and then I'm going to tie that to my mess kit spork, and I'm going to start sewing him back together with my Hellfire Whip.
So you're cauterizing the wound as you're going.
Yeah.
Drask, I did pull out my mess kit so you could have like a needle and string.
Oh, so what happened as you were coming through the thing? I've started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't. It's hard to do it at the same time. When,
Yeah.
So you come in and I'm like halfway through my whip.
Fuck.
So you start sort of tying him back together with this really thick whip. That's and you see just sort of still blood and stuff sort of oozing out. He's sort of like just the top sort of bobbing thing just on top of like some lifeless legs, almost like a puppet that's like got a head but no body. It's kind of all weird looking. He's definitely sewn together, but it's not a complete job.
Should I do a medicine check?
You can certainly do a
I
medicine
want to
check.
help you with whatever medicine you're doing.
All right. Are you gonna roll, or you want me to give me advantage?
You can have advantage.
All right. Fuck me.
It's just like some like Mexican in a favela like
First
selling.
one, I rolled a 6, which makes it a 5 because I got -1 medicine.
Oh my god.
Second one,
Oh wow.
ah, that's 20,
Oh shit.
which is a 19 because -1.
And Pax has been helping him too.
That was with the help, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. I was
so
already at
with-
5.
So with that, you realize that you shouldn't fully tie off your the end of your whip just yet, and you sort of peel him open just in the middle like a bit of a sort of a sandwich, and you sort of open him up, and you realize you've got to start like sort of searing the ends of the
Cauterizing the wound.
cauterizing the wounds together. You're trying to reconnect some of these organs without sort of closing up the holes to actually, so bodily fluids can actually go through them.
Oh man.
You're covered in like what seems like stomach acid, and you've got like liver bile, and just everything that's disgusting in a human body is coming out. And
Guys,
given that animal only recently before also was subject to quite a lot of blood loss from riding on the wall, he hasn't got a lot left to lose, so he's on desperate need of something else. But you have stabilized him with your medicine, but he's never going to be the same. And his overall health score is now going to be 50% of what it used to be.
Look, 50% of yours is probably better than 50% of mine. It's less. Think of it that way. Oh.
So hang on, is Animal dead?
No, he's alive. He's alive, but his max health is now 50% of what it usually is forever, because he's so beaten up on the inside. He's basically a disabled fighter.
I just want to ask, like, his internals that got ripped apart.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he just be internally bleeding?
No, that was part of his nat 20. He pulled him back out and he started sewing them together. So he has got some internal bleeding going on, but it's healable. Over time, he may regain full use of his body, but at the moment, he's probably going to need some help.
I was going to say, because Revivify wouldn't fix him; it'd just bring him back to life, but still as a half corpse with all his organs hanging out.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Animal.
Sometimes.
Animal, how do you feel?
What happened?
Look, it's all started when I was about 3 years old.
Time for your life story. Just give us what happened.
All right, I'm colorblind. All right, I don't like admitting these things. It's a defect in my body, in an otherwise perfect body. I'm colorblind, all right? I'm sorry.
What is that going to do with it?
May have attempted to give him a potion, and instead I gave him well water from that seeing thing.
The one from the Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Why did you take well water?
I thought it might come in handy. I looked in it and you could see things. You could see through the eyes.
Drask.
I can see the logic in that.
Drask, you almost killed Animal. Like, look at him.
I point to him and just be like, but did he die?
He's
still alive, man.
Close to death.
Aren't we all close to death? Look where we are.
Your Hellfire Whip fucking saved the day, man.
Look, what can I say?
What can I say?
Drask, medicine lizard.
Yeah, Hellfire Whip is now part of Animal, though. It's not coming back.
So I figured that. Look, I gave it up for you. Now, just a little, and damn thing here. Your where your two halves are now joined, it now glows with a 5-foot light from the Hellfire Whip. So, accessorize.
Animal, how are you feeling?
I've been worse, maybe.
You've been worse. You got ripped in two.
Maybe.
You literally had him come out of you.
Well, I can't feel my legs, so
Can you move your legs?
I don't know. I tried like wiggling my toes.
Does his toes wiggle?
Do all my toes wiggle?
Does he have a searing pain?
You notice that your toes just still wiggle. You don't really have enough connection between your brain nerve barrier to try and continue to move everything well. But you're going to be hobbling along for a bit, and there's going to be some slow moments. So you're probably half the animal you used to be.
Drask, I think you're gonna have to hold animal up.
I'll make it
during
work.
these
I
times.
need to have a talk. I bend down,
Okay.
I kneel into the water, get myself all wet, and I'm just looking at it. I grab his head and I go, Animal, how does it feel to be a papa?
What?
What?
He
Feel.
gave birth to that thing.
Oh, God.
You'll be okay. You'll be
I
okay.
feel empty inside.
Well, I don't think I missed anything. I mean, I've got these couple of tubes left over, but isn't that normal when you rebuild the body?
And you're always left with things every time you rebuild something, I think.
No. Usually you use everything. They would have had a
I
place.
eat the leftover tubes.
Oh, gross.
And you just see me like do the spaghetti slap with the last one. It's like just dangling on the side. I was like,
And as you do that, you just the taste that you get inside you, you feel just some of the flesh that touches the inside of you as that was left around on the floor. You can just taste that feeling of that zombie, not that zombie, the big tomb guardian as it came through. You can taste what he tasted like. Like you can feel the metal, you can feel the flesh, you can feel everything under his bones. It's kind of gross. So it's not just the animal taste that you've got there.
that was weird.
So, I can kind of control this Tomb Guardian. Although I noticed when I was issuing commands, it was conflicted. So I don't know if I can fully trust it yet. Should I send it back down to its level?
Yeah, send it away. If you're not 100% sure, just.
I don't feel like I've quite grasped the power of this crown yet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what other people think.
If you're not 100% sure, send it off. It's probably going to be safer than it turning on us.
All right. I turn back to the spirit, the temple guardian, and I tell him to treat all of us as friends and return to your post, and send him on his way.
And as you sort of say that to him, he sort of stands up and disgruntledly turns and sort of starts walking off towards the waterfalls. That's the only sort of way out that he can see. And
I move out of the way in case he activates the waterfall. I drag animal away as well.
My legs!
He walks that way, and you hear him just sort of trudge through the waterfall, and you just hear the big splashes on both sides as you hear him getting hit and just tumbling down and whacking into the wall at the bottom.
Nice.
We didn't tell him to take a trident. That's our bad.
Fine. At least we have more tridents to go back through. What were these little cutouts?
No one went and had a look at them, actually. So
I'm gonna walk over and have a look.
No life yet. No life.
He's walking like a newborn giraffe. Like,
No, I'm not walking anywhere.
You're not walking anywhere.
I'm just lying on the ground, barely able to wriggle my toes. I'm not walking anywhere.
I'm gonna pull him up onto my back, and then I'm gonna before I do that, I'm going to start digging through his backpack and looking for some rope. Do you have any rope?
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I should have 50 feet.
All right. I'm gonna put him on my back, and then I'm gonna flick the rope around his arms, and then tie it around my chest, and then cut it off, and then I'm gonna flick it around the base of him, like around his, would be waist, and then tie it around my waist, and then tie it off again. So I'm gonna have these like jangly ass legs fucking diggling down my back, but I'm gonna hold him on my back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna face him backwards.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, cool. Give us a survival check for tying those ropes.
Oh fuck. I'm no good with survival. 15. Well,
So you managed to
16,
sort of like
15.
get him up and tie decently. You've done a decent job. He's not going to fall this time.
Right. Yeah, I got you, animal. Don't worry. We'll go through this.
All right. So what are you guys up to? What are you going to do?
Head to that little cutout.
Little cutout?
Yep.
All
I
right.
want to see what it is.
So as you sort of get to that, you notice that it seems to be sort of two little alcoves that are hidden sort of behind a sort of a 5 foot wide, 10-foot wall, 10-foot tall sort of illusions of damp stone. It almost looks like that there's a wall there, but that's actually not. It's kind of like you can see through it when you've sort of straight on like you are right now, like that. You can see through that it's actually not stone. It only looks like stone from the side. And as you're looking direct on, yeah, you do see in there. There seems to be a sort of a plinth that's bearing a crystal eyeball on the top. The crystal eyeball is about 1 inch in diameter, and there seems to be sort of a bright green eyeball sitting on it, like it's made of crystal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to touch it because I don't want to die right now. I'm just going to leave that ominous-looking crystal there and walk back up.
All right.
You said there was these 3-foot crawlways.
Yes, 3-foot crawlways. So they're like here and like down here.
So is it actually wide enough for someone to crawl through, or is it too small for like a large?
You could definitely crawl through. Yeah, it's definitely crawlable. Yep. Are you looking to crawl through there, or are you going to go the other way? Up to you.
Hey guys, someone want to go have a look down that crawl space?
I'm a little big now.
Not really.
I'd go, but I don't have any legs.
I don't like cramped spaces.
I'll go check it out.
Well, that cramped anyway. Like, this is pretty tight, but I don't like that cramped.
I'll start walking down this way with animal.
All right, so
yeah, I'll make that way as well.
As you start sort of walking down, or as you sort of crawling down, you need to give me a wisdom perception check.
Perception. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's not bad. Perception. 17.
Okay. So, as you sort of head on down that path, you come up to sort of a bend that heads around a corner, and given that you're sort of aware of your surroundings, you notice it seems to just be like a normal tunnel. Yeah, and it just sort of heads along down, and you notice that it comes to what looks like as you head down there, it almost looks as if it starts coming to an end. But yeah, as you sort of head on in there, just because you got a lower perception. If you had a high perception, then this wouldn't happen. But if you were standing there inside it slightly, which is what would happen because you wouldn't see that thing on the floor.
Yeah.
Basically, if you had got like a 3 more perception, but you didn't.
Damn.
As you put your weight on that spot.
Yep.
The entire area that you're in starts to rotate.
Ah, fuck.
Meaning both ends of the tunnel become immediately cut off, and this entire thing sort of rotates.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you'll be able to see now where you are on your screen. But that then this straight line ends up taking the place of where you would have just crawled in. So if anyone comes in behind you, it's just going to look like
a straight tunnel.
A straight tunnel. Yes. But you're trapped over here on the right because it would have gone counterclockwise.
Okay, I got it. Shit. I push. Is there any other buttons or something I can push down on?
Not that you can see. The tunnel is airtight, and you've got enough oxygen in there to be sort of alive for the next 24 hours.
Fuck.
It's lucky you're the only one in there, because if you had another character in there, it'd probably be only 12 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit.
But everyone else on the outside, you heard a loud grinding noise, and you don't know where it's. But you hear that it's coming from that direction, but you can't really hear it for too long, because after a few seconds, it comes to a stop, and the grinding sort of stops out there. So you that's sort of what you hear out there.
Oh, I've got myself at a spot of bother here.
Did
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
hear that?
Hear what?
That grinding noise? I don't know what that was, but it came from this way. Came from where Paxador just went to.
Take us there.
Okay, I walk myself and Animal over there. And then I go to the tunnel and I realize that I can't fit and I go, Pax, are you okay?
Would I be able to hear anything, or is it like dead silent?
It's pretty much dead silent. You're in like a stone jail, basically.
Fuck. I'm just going to be like slamming around, trying to see if I can activate a trigger or anything.
Yeah, you're not hearing. They're not hearing anything.
I'm not hearing anything back.
No.
No
Tim?
triggers, no plates.
No triggers, no plates. It's all in the other people's hands for you.
I'm just all of a sudden I'm just gonna go. Oi, Animal, give me your hand, real quick, quick, put it on my shoulder. And I throw up a frog onto his shoulder.
Gross.
And then I grab it back. Thanks, mate. And I gotta say to the frog, I need you to go into this tunnel and see where Pax went. And then I put him into the tunnel.
So you put him in. You're putting him into this tunnel here.
And what he's going to do, he's going to keep walking until he hits Pax. So I'm just going to pretend he's me at the moment.
Yep. So you hear your little frog go down there. How much does a frog weigh? It's just like not very heavy, right?
Oh, it wouldn't be much. It'd be what, 500 grams, 300 grams, 200 grams, maybe.
100 grams.
How much does a frog
Yeah, he's
weigh?
pretty small, eh?
Frog weighs 80 ounces or 22.7 grams.
There you go.
All right, 22 grams.
He's been shredding for stereo, bro.
Okay, you need quite a few more grams. So as the sort of frog,
not enough grams.
Yeah, the frog sort of hops down there, and there's not enough grams. He continues down. You just hear him sort of ribbiting down, and he heads all the way through down the tunnel, and you'd hear him go off down the other side. So
yeah, he's just going to keep going
all
the way till he gets to the end.
Yep. So you'd hear him out, over here, and that's sort of where you're hearing him. He's now above you, sort of thing. Yep.
All right, I'm then going to run back from where I was, and then run over to there and go, pick him back up, and be like, "What the fuck? Go back in the other way. Go back in the other way until you find him." No, put him back in back in the tube.
All right. So he goes back in the tube.
Yeah.
And then you send him back down. And he goes around and. He's hopping along, and then he pops back out the other side.
I hear the rivet, and I come back, and I'm like, uh-oh. I pick him up, put him back on my shoulder, and then go over to Tim. Tim! Pax is gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
I don't know. I sent my frog into that tube, and watch. I show Pax. I show Tim. I tell him to go stand at this square.
Where? Oh, you want me to stand up here?
Stand there. Watch this. I run back down the other end, and then I send my frog back through there again. And I say, keep going until you hit Tim. And then when you get to Tim, turn around and come back to me. And I send him in. And he runs his way through.
All right. So so it runs through. And as in your frog runs back through?
The frog, yeah, not me.
So he runs back through in this direction, And you just hear him hopping along, and you manage to come all the way around. And he comes out where Tim is.
Huh.
And then I turn back around and I walk back over to Tim.
How come the frog got through?
That's what I mean. I don't know where Pax went. Did you see him go into the tunnel?
No. Did you?
No, I didn't see him go into the tunnel. I assume he went to the tunnel because I didn't see any splashes of water come through again. I have a bad feeling about this, Tim. I think the same thing that I think we were thinking that Dami had left us. I think something took him. Something may have taken
him.
Pax as well.
I don't know what you clicked on stream, but you can't see shit. You clicked on someone with no vision.
I did it in the wrong way.
There you go.
Yeah, Animal, what do you... Did you see Pax go into that tunnel?
See anything? I'm on your back. I can't see.
Shit. I don't know. I don't get... I don't know what's happening, guys. I just have a feeling the same thing that happened to Dami may have happened to Pax. Because otherwise, why when if I put my frog in that tunnel and it comes all the way out the other end, didn't find Pax in there, and Pax supposedly went in there, but he didn't come out the other end.
What's the difference between your frog and Pax? Size? Maybe it needs to be something bigger.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just thinking if your frog is smaller and it's able to go through easily, and Pax went through and didn't make it out because he's bigger, maybe we need something bigger. I don't know. I'm just.
But it's just a tube. He said that this is my frog told me that he ran through, and it was just like a small sewer duct almost, and it just went from one end and then came out the other end.
Maybe it missed something. I don't know.
I don't know. Unless, where were we? We let's retrace the steps. We walked all the way down here, and then Pax left, and we were still here. Maybe he came out the other end. What's this? There's a door here. Maybe he went through there.
I don't know. I haven't really looked around here yet. I was sort of just standing where you told me to.
I don't know. I'm gonna start banging on the door. Pax! 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 Does the door do anything?
What, as you go to that door?
Yeah.
That door, as you yell at it, you don't hear
And
anything coming from there. You just just this sort of standardish looking door.
Oh.
But yeah, the actual door itself, it just seems like you can sort of probably just push it open. It's a pretty decent stone door, but yeah, you managed to push it open.
I'm gonna turn around before I push it open, and then I'm gonna say to Animal, "All right, Legolas, push it open."
Push it.
You managed to push it open. It's not too heavy. And inside there, you see a chamber that contains a stone font, just like the other one that you saw earlier with the water in it. But this one is filled with steaming green liquid. Beyond it stands a shadowy figure at an open door on the far side of the room, with its back to you.
Tim, I mean,
if you guys have found Serac while I'm not there, I was so pissed.
Animal. I'm just gonna tip my head to the side and be like, Animal, what do you see?
Another thingy-majiggy in here, and
so what you actually see on the other side is that dark figure.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty hobbled over, and it's sort of got the same sort of characteristics in hobble as Animal does on the other side of the room. Every time that he makes a slight movement, you notice that it's mirroring his movements.
This thing's copying me. I don't know what it is. It looks like me, but it's not me.
What do you mean
It's
it looks
doing
like
what
you?
I do. Well, it looks like me, but if when you move or I move my arms, it moves.
I'm
but
going to spin
then-
around and have a look at it.
My legs go. "Whoa!"
So as you spin around and you put animals obviously facing the other way now,
Yep.
the shadow figure in the room is now facing you. And you notice that it's just sort of still standing there, can't really move. It's kind of it's just sort of standing still.
Tim.
Is it moving? And I like move my arms around. I'm like, is it doing anything?
As you do that, the thing moves its arms on the inside. And you see it moving the exact same way that you're moving your arms.
Tim. There's some creepy shit in here.
I'm gonna make my way up to the doorway to try and look in.
I'm just going to
What's
step
going
over to the
on?
side so he can see.
As you
What's
step over to the
happening in there?
side, you like animal's still on your back, right?
Yeah, he's still on my back.
Yeah. So as you step over to the side, it steps over to the side, closer to the.
Like here?
Yeah, closer down. Yep, it'll be there now. Yep.
Go and touch it.
You dare me?
What do I see when I look in the room?
Yeah.
You see a steaming green cauldron thing,
Yep.
and you also see a shadowy figure that resembles Animal currently facing towards them, copying all of the moves that Animal's doing.
Oh. Huh. What's the point of this room?
It's green liquid.
Can you drink it?
I turn around and face Animal to it. Can you
Well,
drink it?
As you turn around and face Animal to it, you notice like if Animal's facing the green liquid here,
Yeah.
you notice that his clone is sort of facing off in that direction as well. So it's not. So they're both sort of looking diagonally away.
I'm going to face Animal towards the other, this creature thing, and then I'm going to take one step closer to it.
All right. And as you do that, you notice it steps backwards into the wall, sort of
Whoa!
just like travels through the wall, essentially.
It's like a mirror or something.
Is it? Is that all it is? Fuck this room. Let's go find Pax.
Oh, hang on. Isn't there a door on the other side there?
Well, I suppose there is. All right. I step backwards towards that door, so that Animal's facing the door.
Which door? This one over here?
This one here.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
All right. If you step over towards that
Yep.
door, yep. And what do you want to do?
What do you want to do, Animal?
I put my hands out to like press against the door. I'm like, keep going.
All right. Once at the door,
Mm-hmm.
I push our way through into the door.
Mm-hmm. So as you you're facing the door now?
No. I'm walking backwards still, so Animal's facing the door.
Okay.
Think of him like Voldemort, except not on the back of my head.
Yep. So as you sort of step through, as he sort of steps through the door, then yeah, you just see it's just an empty room.
Oh,
It's basically mirroring the entrance to the other side.
Oh, there's nothing.
I'm reading my notes, Drask. The plaque said, "Slake your shadow at the font."
wait, what? My
Slake
shadow?
is to quench or to satisfy, to drink. If you can make that shadow thing drink the soup, maybe.
Okay.
Or Animal needs to. Whoever it's copying.
All right. So I take your word for it. Let's go.
That's what the plaque said. The plaque has helped us in most rooms. So.
Yep, you told me to do it. Let's go. And I've got Animals. I'm just gonna
responsibility.
I'm just gonna dip Animal's head towards the soup.
So Animal's right behind you then, on top of the...
I'm like, Animal, what's the worst that could happen? The font that Tim told us to do it.
So as you sort of get there and you sort of start tipping Animal, I guess, backwards down towards the font, you notice that, straight away you notice also his clone is also on the other side, just coming coming through the doorway as well. Like exactly the same thing, still facing sort of the opposite way again. So he's facing away from animal.
Oh. I turn around. So I'm facing the font.
So as you turn around and you're facing the font,
Yeah.
you come face to face within about 5-10 feet of animal's illusion,
Alright.
who is now basically leaning over the font.
Then I'm going to put my hand. Wait. Animal,
Mhm.
pretend you're putting your hand into a font and scooping water into your mouth.
I'd do that action. I'd try and lean as far forward as I can, obviously being strapped to Jurask. And I do a cupping motion with my hands and then pretend to drink it.
Alright, so as you do that, your shadowy figure leans down, puts its hand into the font, takes a sip of the water, which looks almost curiously like a poison, and you see it drink it, and it just seems to be perfectly fine. But as it raises its head back up from taking the drink and sees Drask in front of it, Drask, you need to make a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. So I can see this happening, right?
Yep.
Alright, awesome. Gives me advantage. Oh, wait, no, it's Dex.
That's
Never mind.
Dex.
Yeah, never mind. Wisdom, straight 17, so 17.
Okay. And you're saved for this time.
Thank fuck.
Lucky boy.
That's what happened.
Alright,
Bothered?
you have to drink at the same time.
Mhm.
I cut him loose. I turn around so that he's facing the font, and then I cut him loose.
Alright. So as you sort of cut him loose and he sort of turns around and he's facing the font, his illusion is turned around and facing the other way.
Does that mean
Alright.
it's looking at me?
It would be looking in this direction, because it's like if animal's facing this direction, it's facing this direction.
So I thought they were on the other side of the room.
No.
This side.
What happens? I'm going to crawl around to the other side of the font. What happens with the illusion then?
As you crawl into it, starts crawling and it crawls off further this way.
What? So it doesn't mirror me. It crawls actually further into the wall or something.
Yeah. It's basically copying your movements. Like if you go further away, it's going to keep going further. If you go closer to it, it'll go further away from you, sort of thing.
Okay. I'm going to come back around to the side I was to bring the illusion up against the thing, but facing the wrong direction. Perhaps. I'm going to crawl out into the hallway past the door to bring it to the to the west side of the font.
Yep. So as you crawl out there and you get to the west side of the font, it's now right up against the font.
Didn't work last time, did it?
What? Where it drank?
Yeah.
It did.
Maybe I need a drink out of it.
Maybe.
You reckon that's a good idea, guys? Oh well, what the hell? What's going to go wrong?
Tim said yes.
All right, and I just crawl back up to the font and I take a mouthful of whatever's in there.
So you
What
have
could go wrong?
you have to take a sip, do you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So as you sort of start to take a sip of this strange illusionary soup, you taste it and you start to down it, and it starts to feel like you've got some poisons on the inside.
Uh-oh.
At least I've only got half a body to poison, basically.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot in there. You didn't have too much to drink, but you are going to take six poison damage.
I'm unconscious.
You fucking what?
So he's unconscious, and so is his shadowy image.
Seeing him fall down, I lean in and I'll cast the Cure Wounds on him. And heal him for 6 + 4, 10.
Okay. And animal
Right?
gets back up.
Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Did it work?
Nope. But there's now less of the hot steamy gross soup is still there. So you've gotten rid of some.
I don't know if you have to drink it. You just have to make the shadow thing drink it, I think.
I don't think that didn't work last time.
Maybe he needs to drink more?
Maybe he's going to drink the whole thing. I don't know.
I'm going to go back to the doorway, face the other direction, face west, so the illusion is facing the font, whatever it's called. And I'm going to do the motion of drinking.
Cool. Yeah, so as that happens, he sort of goes out and he drinks some more. Seems to have drunk probably about not 2/3, about a half of the liquid now.
I look back over. Has it done anything?
It turns around, but it has drank about half of the liquid out of the thing, and as it sort of keeps going, it's drinking a decent amount. It's drinking about 5 pints at a time. It's going pretty ham, and after about 8 minutes, it manages to you see it's drunk all the soup, and you see it's start to sort of disapparate away from the room, and the soup is empty.
What?
Anyway, the soup's now empty, and your illusion is gone after it's finished drinking it all.
Okay. So what do we do now?
Well, we can go and check the room if you want.
So it's finished drinking? What?
It's finished drinking. It's gone. Yep.
Josh, you
You
going to
alright,
tie me
Animal?
back up again?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
alright.
hook him back up to
Mhm.
my back again. Except this time,
Mhm.
I'm going to have him facing like forward.
Okay.
But I'm going to sit him up a little bit higher so that his head's above my head.
It's like a baby seat.
Yeah, yeah.
Josh, you really need to fashion a better harness.
Look, it's the best I can do. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. We normally just kill our young that are weak and useless.
Is there anything in the font?
So as you go and have a look in the font, now that it's been drained,
Ooh.
you notice that at the bottom of the font, you see a 1 inch in diameter crystal eyeball of an orange color.
Oh, I like the ones out in the water room.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got there, Tim?
I'm not looking in. I'm still standing outside. Also with you guys.
That's
Oh.
what's in there, though. That's what's in
All
there.
right. I'll walk over and have a look at this shiny ball.
Play with it.
I'll pick it up.
Touch it.
Take it.
Put it in your
Alright.
butt.
So as you sort of pick it up,
Pop
just feels like it just feels like an orange crystal eye. Doesn't really resemble much to you, but
All right.
seems like it has some sort of value if it's been hidden in this area.
I turn back to Tim and be like, an animal. I'm like, this is what I found. And I hold it up so Animal could see. And then I show Tim. It's an orange,
Some
perfectly round crystal.
eye thing, crystal thing back in the hallway?
Was there? I didn't see it. I think Pax looked.
We actually did. Mention it or not?
We'll say he did.
Did you mention it, Pax?
Yeah.
Probably. Would have seemed something mentionable.
Maybe we have a look at that one too.
Alright. Not really knowing where it was because I was sort of off this way. I'm gonna go sort of investigate the walls along both sides, seeing if I can find this thing that Pax may have mentioned.
So as you go to head on out there,
Yeah.
and you start going to look at what the other crystal eyeball is, we're going to call it for the night, and we'll find out next week.
Oh.
Damn, I was sitting on one thing I wanted to do to get me out. I was waiting for you guys to finish. I'm like, do.
Put it down for next week, man.
Yeah, save it for next week.
Write it down. Thank you everyone for checking us out tonight again. Glad we're back. We'll be back again next week and continuing on with this tomb and starting to heat it up. We've got half an animal left.
I'm missing Pax. I'm missing Demi.
Don't call Peter on us with half an animal.
Animal cruelty, man. Fuck.
Yeah, this is now a vegan stream. We need a full animal.
Full animal sacrifice.
Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and yeah, we'll be back, and hopefully we might be able to see Dammy return as well, but he's still gone, and the slides have him. We don't know where he's gone, so we'll have to find out soon.
Where these slidey boys have gone.
But I do know that some of the stream may know whereabouts he is, but we won't reveal it yet. Because even the party doesn't know where he is.
No,
I was going to say,
that episode.
have not watched.
Yep, the stream knows where Dammy is. The party doesn't. This is the best ever. That's actually legit, like not scripted. Like they literally don't know where he is.
Yep.
So if you don't let them know.
Don't spoil it.
All right.
I will.
Guys.
I'll pop a link for all those people in stream anyway. I'll pop a link into the Twitch chat here, which will have a copy to our YouTube channel, so you can watch that mini
thing that we're talking about,
mini Dami one shot, and see exactly what's going in before we know what's happening.
Hello, everybody.
Insider
welcome back to
information.
there'll be a little bit more of a dummy one shot sometime this week as well, guys. So make sure you check that out when it happens. Before he comes back too. So
because it's just one-on-one DMing, isn't it? It's just you and Dummy.
Yep, me, Dame, and many imaginations. All right, guys. Well, yeah. Cheers. Thanks, everyone. We'll chat to you again next time.
Catch you later.
See you
next Tuesday. Yeah, you got it. You got it.